Good. Appropriate time of the day to you, friends and enemies. I'm just turning down the volume on my tablet, but I am Richard, and you are here watching LMTD or, say it with me now, limited time offer, no vowels. And how are you doing today? He said, pressing the button on his thing which hadn't sent the message yet. Wow, I'm all kinds of organised today. I hope you're doing well. I am doing well after I had a non-streaming day yesterday. I won't say it's a day off because, it's not exactly that. But yes, I went to a school fair yesterday that my nephews were, well, it was their school. So that is why I was not there. I was out there in the sun having fun, watching them on bouncy castles and throwing beanbags at tin cans and stuff to win prizes. It was a fun day out. So there. That was what I did yesterday. Did you have an equally enjoyable day? I sure hope you did. And you don't think you heard of Shardlight? It's another widget eye game, point and click thing. And yeah, it's one of their. I mean, they're not exactly making big waves in the world widget eye games. Lesser known games. So yes, there we go. He said, as his headphones turned off because there hadn't been any sound for X minutes, thus cutting off the microphone as well. Still, there we go. Well, without further ado, let us move on over to Shardlight. I will click that, and now you can hear them. But now you won't be able to hear them as I do that. And there we go. Now you can hear them again. It's set in a post-apocalypse. You're a person who is searching for a cure to the disease that caused the apocalypse. Or I think it's the disease that caused the apocalypse. I don't know exactly. I don't even know if my camera is in the correct position. I'm so organised today. In the correct position to not obscure anything. I think not, and I think I'll have to move it. And it looks low resolution. Yes, I mean, this is the best resolution it's got. It's a point-and-click adventure. This is what I can see. It is very pixely. Right, now I'm going to press new game, and it's going to do its thing, while I pop off for just a second.
November 9th. The world ended 20 years ago today. What a strange, awful anniversary to celebrate. 20 years, and this city is still in ruins. 20 years, and the citizens are still dying on the streets. 20 years, and I'm no closer to fixing my mistake. As I look on the horizon today, I see many laborers going to their lottery jobs. They cling to hope that the ticket they earn will win them the vaccine they need to survive. Green Lung continues to take lives every day, but the people of this town are stubborn, resilient. They refuse to give up in the face of death.
I'm always talking about the face of death, never about the butt of death or anything else.
Oh, it stinks down here. Hopefully dealing with the reactor won't take too long.
Left click to interact with select inventory items. Right click to examine or deselect. Alright. Lights.
At least some power is on down here. Doesn't look very stable though.
Yeah. The Ravens.
Why the hell would a cultist come down here?
Why not? Right, okay, so if I go up. Right. Might move my head. Well, no, on the other side, that's where the words will appear.
Poor
Hey, there's a
guy.
corpse.
Looks like he's been down here a long time.
Alright, I'm just gonna do. Oh, I can't do that. 1 second. If I click on that and move it. Oh, that moved the whole game. That's interesting. Stop moving, game. That'll do. Whoop. Now let's have a look when I look at the corpse.
Poor guy. Looks like he's been down here a long time.
Okay, yeah, that seems to fit in better. There we go.
This must be the fan control.
Oh, good. Then there's a
Well,
van.
the lights are still on here somewhere.
I mean,
This job better not be too difficult.
the lights are on here somewhere. Oh, because you can see the light coming through the fan. He said, looking down at his pad, this is about as bright as I can do it. I can't change the brightness on this game or anything. Can't change the resolution. I cannot do anything. Oh, I should have looked at the door rather than clicking on it. Oh well. Hey, I opened the door. Well,
I'm starting to see why this was a lottery job. This better be worth it.
yeah, you need that vaccine.
A heavy metal door. I'm glad it hasn't rusted shut.
You and me both.
There's an old vent up there. It has a pull cord hanging from it.
Okay, so I could pull the cord.
This pull cord is attached to the vent up there.
Let's pull the cord. Alright. Wow, I mean, alright.
Looks like that used to be somebody's bathroom. Nice tile floor. What's that thing up there?
Presumably that thing?
There's a piece of paper stuck up there.
Alright, but I pulled this cord already. And it didn't move the paper. Maybe it's not going strong enough? Maybe it will if I turn on the whatever it is. Sign! It's a sign!
Teague Maintenance Corp. There's a maintenance log underneath. The last inspection was 15 years ago.
So 5 years after the apocalypse.
It
Alright,
would
cool.
probably just disintegrate in my hands if I peeled it off.
We'll do it anyway.
I shouldn't get too close. It's not stable.
We'll poke it anyway.
When looking for the reactor, follow the blue light.
Alright. Follow the little blue light. Follow the little blue light. Oh,
Oh my god.
somebody's dead down here. I mean, we
Hello?
already saw
Can you hear me?
corpses, but yeah.
Took you long enough. I thought I was raving food. It's only been, what, a day now?
We need to get you out of here.
Hey, calm down, kid. I'm fine where I am.
Are you? Alright, who are you?
Who are you?
They didn't tell you?
I'm afraid not.
Typical.
They just told me to come and
Don't give
fix
a
it.
rat's ass about anyone else till their lights go out.
I'm sorry. I don't quite follow.
Did Tiberius send you to fix the reactor?
Yes? Oh, I see. I'm your replacement, aren't I?
It would seem so. Certainly hope you have better luck than I did.
Alright, give me 1 second as I'm sorting this out. Yeah, that's about the best resolution it has, he said, looking at what you were seeing there and not on just where I am. Sorry. What happened to you?
So, what happened to you?
I mean,
Are you
got
blind, kid?
squashed.
I came down here, I was about to get the reactor running, and there was a tremor. All hell breaks loose, and now I'm crawling my way to the Reaper.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be. Comes with the territory. But then, you should know that, right?
So if you're okay with dying, why were you relieved that I was here? And you know, I thought I was going to be Raven food, and obviously the Ravens are some sort of post-apocalyptic gang. So why did you care? Did the Ravens eat people alive? Is there anything I can do for you? Like, you know, snap your neck so that you don't suffer?
Is there anything you need? Anything I can help you with?
I'm a dead man. Even if you went for help, I'd be gone by the time you got back.
I wasn't
There's
suggesting going
nothing
for
at
help.
all? Can I do anything to make you more comfortable?
You're nice, kid, but nice will get you killed. Just do your job. I'm not going anywhere.
Don't move. I'll be back.
Your sense of humor needs some work, kid.
I was going to say, no, I won't. Hey, look. Oh, that's the reactor. I was going to say, it's a crystal.
This reactor looks worse for wear.
Cool. It's a man.
He's been crushed under some rubble. It doesn't look good.
Didn't even get your name.
Radioactive. Wonderful. A bolt to the head is an ugly way to go.
Oh, well, can we have the bolt? Can you search the corpse?
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
do I now have a bolt? You can't see that. Oh no, you can see that because
This
of
will
how I
be
moved.
useful once I find a weapon.
Oh wow, I got a bolt. Ooh. I mean, that's not what I wanted to do.
The water cools down the pipes that are connected to the reactor.
Okay, so you could dive in there and get the skull back if you wanted to. Hey man, I got a bolt. Do you want to see it?
That's not going to help him.
I just wanted to show off my funky new thing. Hey, there's another skeleton at the front. My
Looks
god,
like another soldier.
this skeleton is ginormous compared to you. Alright, let's look at the reactor.
This reactor looks worse for wear.
You saw the Flash movie today, and you're saying fun film. I disagree with both of those words. 0451. Alright, okay.
It's not budging. I don't know how to fix this on my own.
Well, let's talk to the man.
Mister?
Huh?
How about your last dying act being able to fix this?
I think this reactor needs a code, and I don't have it. Do you?
You don't do this type of work often, do you?
Not a reactor, no. I'm more experienced with cars, pumps, easy fixes.
So a lottery worker, huh? Who's the vaccine for?
Why do you care?
Hang on. You look familiar. Do I know you?
I'm a mechanic. I've got a shop just outside town. Maybe you came in.
Knew a guy named Cooper Wellard once. Had a shop around there. Are you related?
He was my dad. What's it matter to you?
You're Cooper's girl. So do you even care about Tiberius?
I care about getting medicine.
You said you wanted to help me, right?
Who or what is
Do
Tiberius?
you need anything?
I do. And if it works out, you'll never have to work a lottery job again.
Ooh.
Excuse me?
You heard me. But first, I need to know you're serious about helping.
I mean, it's not how am I supposed to trust you, it's you're about to die. Why should I try and... I mean, I would try and help you so that you got better, but I wouldn't try and do the things to do your job, or do the job that you're about to set me. Because you'll be dead. Who's going to pay me?
This sounds really sketchy. How do I know I'll be safe?
I can't make any promises, but you're Cooper's kid. If I can trust anyone to help me, it's you.
1 second, again, as we're going to cut out of this, because I've just thought of a thing. No, I'm doing that okay. Although, wait. He said, looking at things. No, that's right, that's right. Cool. Onwards. The code is actually 0452. Excellent. Alright. Sure, I'll help you, because otherwise the game won't progress.
Alright, I'll help you.
Is that a promise?
Oh,
Yes.
it was
Thank
a word
you.
I said.
Before my accident, I figured out that this reactor just needs a hard reset. To do that, you'll need to input the reset code, which is the unit's serial number. Just find the compliance plate and you'll be good to go. By the way, how's your shooting?
Could be worse, could be better.
Then take this.
A crossbow?
It's not like I need it anymore. I picked it up off that corpse over there. It hasn't got any bolts, but I see you already got one from that other body.
Ooh, look at that.
Thanks.
It
I'll see about
changed.
getting that reactor started.
Based on the things that I done. Move the mouse cursor to the top of the screen to access inventory and game menu. There we are. Crossbow.
It's the crossbow the reactor tech gave me. I've got one bolt.
I could try and get that piece of paper. Let's just have a quick look. See, this is the menu. This is what I got. I can't change the resolution. I can't make the screen bigger or smaller. I can't do... I mean, much the same thing, but yeah. Can't set it to windowed mode. None of that. Although, I can press Alt-Enter. I can turn on the commentary, though. Alright, reactor. Let me look at you again. I was going to use the bolt to pry it off. No, it's not 0452 as you predicted, sorry. Ah! What if It was 1540. No? Alright, okay. Hey, I'm gonna threaten you. Tell me the code!
He may be in bad shape, but I'm not gonna shoot him.
You're not gonna put him down so that he doesn't die that way? Right, I mean, there's a piece of paper over here. I don't know, the piece of paper that we saw is the only thing that I can think of. I don't know why somebody would have it in the bathroom, but alright.
I shouldn't get too close. It's not stable.
That's not what I wanted to do. Right, you. I shoot you.
Shooting the paper with a bolt will just pin it to the wall.
Alright, okay, then shoot the
I
collapse.
can't just go around shooting everything I see. I have to conserve ammo.
There's the other obvious thing that might reveal the code. I can't do things while the vent is there. I'm stuck there. Alright, okay. The other obvious thing, I mean, I was thinking that I would use the bolt to pry off the front of the cover. But, you know, now I have a crossbow, not
I
that.
can't just go around shooting everything I see. I have to conserve ammo.
So that is the obvious thing that I thought of. Obviously, it's not as obvious. It's not on the sign.
It's securely fastened to the wall. Feels like it has been for several years.
I mean, I could just go through all of the 1,000 options. Oh, okay, so that's definitely just brings up that. I can't see another little pixel which says things. Now you know to look for the code. Inspection zone might say the unit code. Oh, true. I might, because I have learned a new fact, I might pick up another thing. That's true.
McTeague Maintenance Corp. There's a maintenance log underneath. The last inspection was 15 years ago.
No.
It would probably just...
Alright. These are fan
This
controls.
must be the fan control.
Alright, okay, so I can turn it up. There we go. Now you should be spinning far enough to pull the thing towards us. Yeah! Well, that works. Kind of. It was something I could click on, yeah. Well done for thinking of that. I would not have thought of that. Wait, what? Is it blank? It's a blank piece of paper.
I don't see how I can use that there.
But I wanted to know what
Looks
was
like
on the
that
piece.
used to be somebody's bathroom. Nice tile floor.
Alright, well I can go and click on this corpse at least. Because I haven't done that yet.
I don't suppose you've seen a reactor around here.
We've already seen the reactor.
I guess not.
I wasn't wanting to talk to you, I was wanting you to search it. For, I don't know, charcoal?
I should probably leave the sign where it is.
Yeah, but read it.
There's a gas mask on it. Must be an extractor fan. Controls are probably nearby. It's a really old lamp. There's a wax candle inside.
Oh.
It's some kind of control box with a plate on it. It's probably connected to the main power source in here.
Ah ha 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 ha. Yeah, alright. Because now I can use the paper. That is why I was actually searching. I was thinking maybe I could do a rubbing on the reactor, but no, I can do it on the plate here. Okay.
It's too corroded to read.
Right. But if I put the paper on there, and then I don't have anything to do a rubbing with yet. Maybe I can go out?
That technician does need help, but getting back to find someone is going to take a while. I should do as he says and fix the reactor first. Then I can worry about getting him out of here.
I mean, I would. If I knew anything. Let's press the tab key. And the space key. No, okay, nothing which shows me all the reactions, or at least not any of the 2 keys I have pressed. Right, you're a flickering light. Do you flicker when I stand on things?
At least some power is on down here. Doesn't
Maybe now
look
you want
very
to
stable though.
disintegrate the sign to use as debris on the paper. Ah, smart.
At least some power is on.
Yeah, I know that, but look, the light flickers when you stand on it. I don't know why. And I can't look at that specific light for some reason.
At least some. This hasn't been here very long. The paint is still damp.
Or can I... No, I can't use... Maybe?
I don't see how I can use that there.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I thought maybe if I could get some of the damp paint on there and then smash... Nah, that's not going to work as a thing. Alright, you. Now I'll pull on the cord. Let's see if it does something different now it's blown in the other direction. No? Okay, fine. How's life been treating you before you go to bed? Well, before you go to bed, it has been treating me by me playing video games.
Looks like that used to be somebody's bathroom. Nice tile floor.
I mean, even soap would do if I could get it, but no. But aside from that, yeah, I'm doing okay.
I don't see how
I'm
I
not
can
doing
use that there.
very badly at all. I hope you are doing well, or at least not badly. I mean, I could make it wet, but I don't know why. Hey, can I use your blood? Man.
Mister?
Huh?
Do you have any...
Move. I'll be back.
No!
I'm not exactly going anywhere.
I wanted to use your body on something.
That's not going to help him.
I'm not trying to help him. I'm trying to collect some blood on there so I can do a rubbing. I mean, I know that's not how you do a rubbing, but hey. I'm not sure.
It's securely fastened to the wall. Feels like it has been for several years.
I mean, water will not help, will it? I mean, I assume I can't just get the paper wet.
I don't see how I can
No,
use that
I
there.
don't see that either. I mean, maybe if I shoot the collapse, now I have the piece of paper, maybe something will fall down out of it? I don't know. I could shoot the vent with my crossbow.
I can't just go around.
Yes, you
I
can.
can't just go around.
You can shoot everything and anything.
I've got no way of controlling it.
Would you want to?
I can't just go around.
Why would you want to control the strobe light? Right. I can't do anything there. I can't be defeated by the first puzzle. That would be silly.
How did you end up down here? I should probably get moving before I find out the hard way. Should I be worried that I'm talking to a corpse?
Yes, because I want you to search the corpse,
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
not talk to it.
I don't suppose you've seen... I guess not. Poor guy. Looks like he's been down here a long time.
Yes, maybe he's got a pencil on him or something. Why would you be flickering when I stood on that bit? Because of the
Not
things?
really in the mood to electrocute myself.
Indeed. Thank you for being here. It is indeed a limited time offer. Watch me fumble with this very first puzzle. Oh! I can shoot down the lamp, the wax oil.
It's a really old lamp. There's a wax candle inside.
I just figured out the answer. Or maybe I figured out the answer. Or maybe I'm just grasping at straws. Nope. I'm prepared to shoot at it, so, you know. There we go. Lamp.
The lamp didn't survive the fall.
Good.
The candle might be useful.
Indeed.
I'll take my bolt, too.
Yay! We got our bolt back, so we can shoot something again. But now, paper on the box.
Let's take a closer look.
Candle. Rob! Ah! Let's just get everything, eh? 1614, you say? Now we have the serial number. We can do a hard reset. Woo! 27.
I can
94.
feel the embossed letters underneath.
Candle looks suspiciously like dynamite. It does indeed. I would not put that in a wax lamp, though. Would you? I mean, maybe. Maybe that's the way to trick somebody if you get captured. They will run off with your lamp if you get killed, but then they will explode themselves. So 2794? Or am I forgetting the number that I have just seen? Nope! I got a bing noise! Woo!
There we go. That wasn't too hard.
Good job. Now get over here.
Before it explodes. Dead
That
man.
was faster than I
Oh.
expected. Maybe there's still time to...
Your optimism's cute, but I'm not going anywhere.
I live here
Listen
now.
up, okay? This is how you can help me. Take this letter. It's going to Danton in the Market District. You should be able to find the right place if you ask around.
Danton? Who's that? I don't know anyone named Danton in the Market District.
You'll figure it out. Look, it's very important to me and to you that you deliver this letter.
I understand. I'll take care of it.
Great. Now for the second part of the deal. I need you to shoot me in the head, clean as you can.
I was trying to do that earlier.
No, I can't.
I'm in a lot of pain, kid. Let me die with some dignity. There's no way I'd get fixed up in time. We both know it. I want to go out on my own terms.
I don't know if I can.
Buck up, kid. It's a hard world, and in order to survive, you gotta do lots of things you don't like. Reaper be damned! I'll go out my own way. Please, let's just get this over with. In case you were wondering, this really hurts.
I mean, I wasn't wondering. I wonder if I can just bugger off. Let's look at the
Seems
reactor.
to be working just fine.
You know, I could kill you by dragging you into the pool instead, and you could drown a slow death if I got rid of that rock that's on top of you instead. Or I could blow you up with my wax candly thing. I'm not going to open it.
Mister?
That's enough, kid. Keep your word.
I never agreed to kill you. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Where are you going? You made a promise to me, kid. You're gonna force me to die slow?
I don't think I can kill you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and 2 weeks ago, you probably didn't think you would be here. Life's hard, Peaches. Make mine easier, and just do it.
I can't just leave him. I made a promise.
No, I wanted to leave and then run back in and shoot him in the head like a psychopath. Wah!
I can't
Charge!
just...
Alright, if you're going to force me to do it. Hey there, man. This will be a clean shot to the head because I am so good with a crossbow.
Last chance. Are you sure about this?
Completely. You can do it. One last thing.
Yes?
What was your name again? It's been so long since I heard Cooper talk about you.
It's Amy. What's yours?
Not important.
Nice to meet you, not
It's for me.
important.
Beg your pardon?
You asked before about my taking this job, who the vaccine was for. It's for me. I started feeling the symptoms about a week ago, and, well, I'm desperate.
Ah, shit. I'm so sorry. What's happening to you? What happened to your old man? It's not fair. You can make it right, Amy. Just deliver the letter. Everything will change. You'll see.
Tell me your name.
Thank you. I wish you nothing but the best.
Oh, look at those quivering blobs. She didn't have a steady aim. Well, there we go. And now this is a 60-mile-an-hour limit.
This has really gone and thrown a wrench in the works.
Has it? Alright. Can we go back down?
Like hell I'm going down there again.
I don't think so.
For a while I didn't think I was going to make it back out of there.
Really? Why?
Citizens, this is a reminder that the Ministry of Medicine will continue conducting weekly screenings for Greenlung.
Yeah. And yes, it is a bit messed up. But hey, I guess they've got a story to tell.
What idiot would leave this wood lying around? It's in such good condition.
Well, let's collect it up then.
I can't believe this hasn't been scavenged yet. Wood in this condition is so tough to find.
Maybe it's a trap.
I don't need to take any more wood right now.
I mean, need.
Attention citizens, 2 minutes of silence will be observed this evening at sundown in remembrance of Blast Day.
Ah, Blast Day.
This plank of wood is pretty sturdy.
The day when Jet Blastoff did a thing. Hey, there are weeds.
I'm not the landscaper. I'll leave the weed pulling to someone else.
Alright. But maybe you
It's
need
good to
them.
see at least some plant growth in this area, even if it is just a bunch of weeds.
I mean, weeds are just plants that we don't like. They're not exactly
Anyone wishing to enter
bad.
the vaccine lottery may do so by visiting the appropriate ministry and applying for a work permit.
Woo! Dang, Blast Day, indeed.
An old speed limit sign. It's been ages since anything traveled down a road that fast.
That's not true. Bet crossbow boats could... I don't know that they get up to 60 miles an hour, but
If
they
you
could
spot
certainly do
anyone with
something.
signs of advanced Greenlung, be sure to report them to the Ministry of Medicine. Doing so will save lives.
What
Yep.
an eyesore. At least someone made it nicer by hanging some shards on the branches.
What are shards? Exactly.
It's dead, and probably rotten and full of termites. I don't want to touch it. Might look nice on my wall, but I'll leave it be for now.
A reminder to all citizens, the next drawing in the vaccine lottery will be held tomorrow at sundown.
Whee!
Julius Caesar now showing. That play premiered 28 years ago. I'm amazed this poster is still here. I don't want that as a souvenir.
I'll have this weed pulling for somebody else. Till it's convenient to progress my mission. Yes, you'll leave it there. Indeed.
Citizens, this is a reminder that the Ministry of Medicine will continue conducting weekly screenings for Greenlung.
Oh, we've heard that one already.
I'm surprised these things are still operational. Nobody really comes out here.
I mean, you're out here, and one other person was out here, so that's patently not true.
I haven't got any ammo.
You didn't pick up the bolt again? Ah,
Nothing useful in this wreck.
are you sure?
Looks like this was abandoned here a very long time ago. It's an early 20th century model. Probably belonged to an old antique collector, or some big shot salesman. At any rate, it's just junk now.
Attention citizens, 2 minutes of silence will be observed this evening at sundown.
A shard of
in
uranium
remembrance
glass.
of
The
Blast
sun's
Day.
UV rays make it glow green like that. They're the main source of artificial light in the city.
Alright, uranium
I
glass,
don't
that
need
is
it.
what a shard
There are plenty of
is.
shards all over.
I suppose the shards are making us ill with Greenlung, are they?
Once, that probably used to store fuel, or some other resource. It's been empty for years, though. Nothing in there but stagnant rainwater and raven droppings.
Anything else? Oh, just a menu. Alright.
Anyone wishing to enter the vaccine lottery may do so.
Well, let's go
by
back and
visiting
say,
the
and
appropriate
report in and
ministry
say,
and
hey.
applying for a work permit.
Oh. It had a red eye, so, you know, birds aren't real. Well, hey, look, we can travel to places. Amy's home, Market District West, Market District East, Ministry of Energy. Alright, well, let's go home, first of all. See what we got in our home.
The Reaper watches from the skies and sends ahead his birds. They let him know when someone dies, their mortal souls he herds.
Yay!
If you can't hear singing, but you see their eyes glow red, the Reaper will be coming to take away the dead.
What a
Looks like
lovely
there's a
rhyme.
plant growing inside this booth. Those are some pretty blue flowers.
When the Reaper comes around, he'll take away your soul, put you in his pocket, and take you for a stroll.
Ah,
I can't
post-apocalyptic
get to
creepy
the
cheesy.
flowers. They're sealed up inside the booth.
Smash the
They're
glass!
worthy red-eyed ravens, they mean the Reaper's near. He'll take away your loved ones and all whom you hold dear.
I kept meaning to fix that gate, but I never got around to it. I don't know. It seems to have a certain charm now. It's way beyond repair, and closing it wouldn't really serve much of a purpose.
The Reaper
aristocracy,
watches from the
guiding
skies
tomorrow's
and
youth.
sends ahead
I know I
his
certainly
birds.
wouldn't want them
They
getting
let
that close to
him
me
know
if I
when
was a kid.
someone dies, their mortal souls
I'd
he
love
herds.
to tear it down, but it's practically fused to the wall.
If you can't hear singing,
Oh,
but you
Tina,
see their eyes
Sally
glow
and
red,
Jimmy.
the
kids
Reaper
love
will
playing
be
outside my
coming
house.
to take
They're
away
okay,
the
as long
dead.
as they don't make too much noise.
Why do
When
they like
the
playing
Reaper
outside your
comes
house?
around, he'll take away your soul.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Hi, Amy.
Where do you get the jump rope?
Where did you kids find that jump rope?
I mean, it could just be
Jimmy found
anything.
it in a field behind his house. Pretty cool, huh? We haven't had something like this to play with in a long time.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Can I have a
How
turn?
about letting me have a turn?
Really?
Sure, I was pretty good at jumping rope when I was a kid.
Well, okay.
See my playmate, Miss Susie. Last night, the Miss Merrimack. That's enough. I don't know any of these. See my playmate.
Cece, my playmate, come scavenge stuff with me.
Oh, no wonder I
And
would
we'll
not.
be jolly friends. Climb up the rotten tree. Climb down this ladder into my secret room. And we'll be jolly friends till all goes boom.
Oh, that's a weird song.
Miss Susie went to market. She heard the ringing bell. The guards came for Miss Susie and sent her off to hello, Mr. Nero. Please do you have the time? If you don't stop and tell me, I'll kick your big behind the broken window. There was a piece of glass. Tiberius sat on it and cut up his dumb. Ask me no more questions. Tell me no more lies. Germanicus and Claudius forgot to do their flies are on the bodies. Ravens in the park. Miss Susie saw the Reaper in the dark dark.
Whoa, that was a thing.
Last night and the night before, my lungs were feeling kind of sore. Will they let me stay at home or put me in the quarantine zone? Mama, mama, I feel sick. Call the doctor, quick, quick, quick. Doctor, doctor, will I die? Close your eyes and count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm still alive and on Channel 5.
Okay. Did you go on to become like some big news celebrity then? Is that why you were on Channel 5?
Miss Mary Mac, 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 all dressed in black, 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 because her brother had an attack, tack, tack. He asked the ministry, if they had work, to get some medicine, as a perk. He went away, way, and to this day, nobody knows if he's okay, K.
Ah, children's songs that are deeply disturbing. What a great staple.
Okay, I think that's enough for me.
I sang all my songs. Isn't it kind of a scary rhyme to be saying, she said, after having said all of the horrible rhymes that she said.
That's a pretty scary rhyme you're saying, isn't it?
Only if you're scared of the Reaper, like Jimmy. He saw a raven yesterday and peed his pants. Do you believe in the Reaper, Amy?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yes, I do.
Well, I don't. It's just a dumb story.
Well, you're pretty brave, Tina.
Yeah, I know.
Come here and let me cough in your face. Shouldn't you kids be in school? Post-apocalyptics. But you still need to be learning and, pushing forward capitalism.
Aren't you kids supposed to be in school?
No, school got canceled this week because our teacher got green lung.
That's
Uh-oh.
awful. Is she going to be okay?
Dunno. She didn't look too sick, so maybe she'll be back soon. I hope she is. Miss Campbell is nice. I'd be sad if she got sent to the quarantine zone.
I'm sure she'll be back next week. You'll see.
Alright, I have to
I'll
go.
see you kids later.
Bye, Amy.
I mean, I wanted to speak to Tina.
Red-eyed
but
ravens. They
I clicked
mean
on Sally
the
and Jimmy.
winter's near. He'll
Have you
take
got anything different to
away
say
your
to me?
loved ones.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Nope.
Hi, Amy.
Alright, I
I'll
have to
see
go.
you kids later.
Bye, Amy.
Poor Sally and Jimmy. Relegated to non-speaking roles.
The Reaper
I thought that was going to be a
watches
brick
from
that I
the
could
skies
smash to
and
get the
sends
flower.
ahead his birds.
Right.
The door
They
to my
let
humble
him know
abode.
when
Hope I
someone
remember
dies,
to lock
their
it.
mortal souls he
Oh,
hurts.
maybe you did. Let's find out. I mean,
It's
I don't
nice
know.
to be home. I just wish I could forget about everything and stay in for the rest of the day.
I mean, you could do. You don't have to deliver the letter.
That's my cast iron bucket. It comes in handy when I need to heat things up.
Alright, go and kick it.
You're coming with me, Bucket.
Oh, alright, okay. Yep, fine. No, I want to see who the posters. Who's on the posters?
It
Alright.
took quite a while, but I've finally been able to amass a decent set of tools. No, these tools are for restoration work only. I'm not risking damaging them out there.
No. Is this the Stanley Parable now? No, why would it be the Stanley Parable?
A bunch of my old projects. Most of them are broken, but they
Does that have a
sentimental
bucket in
value.
it that I'm forgetting?
They're mostly broken, but I can't bring myself to throw them out.
Let's look at these photos. I was gonna say Dad, Amy, and I don't know who these two are. Denby and Gus.
Nice to see not much has changed with these two.
Who are Denby and Gus?
Not the most flattering angle, but it's a nice picture anyway.
If I had played the Ultra Deluxe version, I'd get it. I haven't played the Ultra Deluxe version.
He was always so happy when we were
I didn't see the
fixing
point.
things together.
Alright.
He was always...
I played the original version. I didn't see a point in upgrading at the time. It's certainly not. Ah!
This was taken shortly after they were married. They look so happy.
I mean, they're showing their teeth, certainly. There's no horrible secrets that I've seen here. No hidden tattoos on people. Nothing revealed. I mean, there's a t-shirt with a... I don't know, maybe a Space Invader on it, but that's about it. I can't zoom and enhance to see what's going on outside. So, alright, well, the Quicksilver.
You'll be done one day soon. I promise. I won't let Dad down.
Well, what about if you go back to that vintage car?
I've hit a dead end on this thing. Until I find the right parts, there's not much more I can do.
Alright, well, go find the right parts then.
I keep stuff in here sometimes, but lately it's more decorative than functional.
A decorative
It's
locker.
empty. I haven't kept anything in there for years.
Alright.
I should really start getting into the habit of making my bed.
Nah,
Not sleepy right now.
there's no reason not to go and lie in your bed.
Various mechanical parts, and junk I've picked up to use in my projects. While I like looking at my childhood knickknacks, none of them will do me any good out there.
Oil
There
cans.
wasn't much oil in the last can I found. Hopefully the next one will be fuller. It's not finished draining yet.
Oh, a
The
PC.
old family computer. Hasn't worked in years, but I remember playing games on it with Dad.
Such as.
It's not in working condition. The motherboard fried a long time ago, and I haven't been able to find a new one anywhere.
You don't want to talk about that broom. Ah, hubcap.
The
I thought it was a
hubcap
clock.
on the first car I ever worked on. That's fine where it is.
Yeah, I know. It's also in the picture. Look, there it is. But that has been added to it. I guess that's another plate. Alright, well, let's go outside again.
If you can't hear singing, but you see their eyes glow red, the
Bucket.
My
Reaper
cast
will
iron
be
bucket.
coming
It's been
to
incredibly
take
useful
away
over
the
the
dead.
years, especially because it's heat resistant.
When
Well,
the
maybe I can
Reaper
wear it as a
comes
helmet or
around,
something later.
he'll take
Hey.
away your soul.
You guys, do you know who
I don't
Denton
think
is?
she'd be interested in
And
that.
take you
No.
for a stroll.
Danton.
Beware the red-eyed
Man named Dan,
They mean the
who weighs a ton,
Reaper's near.
maybe.
He'll take away your loved ones and all.
Alright, well obviously we need to go to the district, since that's where we've been told to deliver it. But let's go here!
I'm
Ruins.
surprised Tiberius allows buildings in this condition to remain standing near his tower.
They look... Why are they dressed up like this?
The aristocrat guard. They're no pushovers.
Alright, well I've got a crossbow, but no bolts. Hello!
You all keeping busy?
Extremely. Now please, move along.
But I wanted to have a discussion with you. No?
The doors to the Ministry of Energy, one of the tallest standing buildings in the city. Hello, I'm here to see Tiberius.
Very well. Proceed.
Oh. I didn't think I was going to get inside. Alright.
The aristocrat guard. They're no pushovers. Tiberius, in all his glory. I wonder what happened to the leg.
No, oh, I exited. Alright, well, alright, I exited. That's not what I wanted to do, but hey, alright, let's see what else is around this area is what I was going to look at first of all. No, okay, just a door to go in.
I really wish I could do something to fix these up. They'd make great homes for people with nothing.
I mean, they make great homes for everybody. Whether they have nothing or not, but yeah.
Hello, I'm here to see Tiberius.
Very well. Proceed.
I mean, they haven't checked. They just happen to know that I know the name Tiberius. Alright, now we go.
I'm afraid to breathe too close to this thing, let alone touch it. The leg doesn't look like it's too stable.
Alright, I'll be smashing that later on then, I guess.
Hard at work, making sure this place doesn't collapse.
You
Hard
as
at
well?
work.
Okay. Scaffold.
Well, it's nice to see someone can afford to make repairs to their home.
I mean, I got a piece of wood. I cannot go back to that place now and get more wood, because it's not on my list of places I can go. So is this wood ever going to be useful? Or am I just going to be carrying around a piece of wood forever?
I'd better not get too close. If that thing comes crashing down, it'll be a nightmare.
Meh.
Well, it's nice.
Hey workers,
It
let me
would be
interrupt you.
rude to disturb them.
Yeah, I know, but I want to disturb them anyway.
It's beautiful. I don't think I've ever seen so many shards in one place like
So
that.
you gotta be tough and yeah. So you gotta be tough to be an aristocratic god, and prove your toughness by wearing those silly costumes and surviving the rampant ridicule you do to endure them. That actually makes a lot of sense.
It's too pretty to mess with.
All right, guards. I guess I've got to talk to you
The
next.
aristocrat guard. They're no pushovers. Keep up the good work, fellows.
Thank you. We will.
Keep up the good work, fellows.
Thank you. We will.
Yeah, but I wasn't talking to you this time. I was talking to the other one. All right, to the tower.
The hallway goes further into the tower, eventually leading to the elevators.
Welcome back, miss. I trust the job went well?
Well enough. Can I go up?
Yes, but I'm afraid we're going to have to hold on to your weapon. I'm sure you understand.
I do. Here you go.
Yeah, have my
Thank you. Take the elevator to the top floor and let the soothsayer know you've arrived.
the
Ah,
soothsayer.
the soothsayer. Right.
He's harmless. If he tries to tell your fortune, just go with it. It makes him feel important.
Thanks for the advice.
Alright, now I am curious. What did you take from me? Was it just the crossbow? Yeah, okay. Because there's no way I could use a plank of wood to attack anybody, is there? No, I couldn't smash somebody over the head with that. Oh well, whatever.
That photo gives me chills. The plaque underneath says, Blast Day, always remembered.
Now there's 2 towers there. And I'm not sure when this was made.
I really don't like looking at this.
But, you know, are we... I mean, I don't... Oh, well... you know what I'm getting at here, right? In my vague way. There are 2 towers there, and they're talking about Blast Day, and, you know... Did somebody take a photo of the blast? And that survived the blast? Or are we just picturing this thing here as September 11th? Because I know there's another September 11th tribute in another Widget Eye game. In... Unavowed. That's what it's in. That's set in New York, though. So, you know, they did a tribute at the place where the tribute happened.
Some old guy. The plaque underneath says Caligula. I don't want to get too close. Who knows what kind of trouble I'd get into if I knocked it down.
I have a suspiciously crossbow-shaped club. Game was apparently released this year. What? I don't think it was.
You've
it?
seen
Oh
one
well.
guard, you've seen them all. It's the Constitution that was drafted in order to form the aristocracy.
Alright, well let's burn it all down then.
This is one of the elite guards. They aren't allowed to speak to anyone.
We didn't want to pay another voice actor to do the work, so, you know, we just had them...
Touching that would no doubt set off about 50 alarms. I'll keep my distance.
Go over and read it.
The banner has got the Ministry of Energy's symbol on it.
Has it? I can't tell what the symbol is. I don't know if that is the symbol. Is it the whole of this thing that is a symbol? Is it just this little bit at the bottom?
There's
Whatever.
not much I can do with the banner.
You can wrap it around somebody's head. You can swing on it. You can use it as a tablecloth. Alright, well, whatever. Let's go and use the call button.
For the elevator.
Thank you. Uh-oh, it's getting
Keep
worse.
it together. This'll be over soon.
Well, no, it's a vaccine lottery. So you're not going to guaranteed to get it.
Ah, hello. Please, come in.
Soothsayer, I assume.
It's full of shards. Pretty, but I don't think it would help keep anyone warm.
If it's uranium, yes it will.
This tapestry isn't in the best shape. The bottom has been completely torn off. It's already in bad enough shape without me touching it.
Right, but I'd like you to look at the tapestry and find out what it says and see whether it's been torn off because of age or because it depicted something that people didn't want to be depicted.
It's hard to say exactly what, but something about this decoration is extremely unsettling.
I was going to say, could it be the bones? But no, the bone's over here. So, I don't know.
Creepy. I wonder who that used to be.
I'd never look at a skull and go, I wonder who that used to be. But yeah, that's a very valid thing.
That's creepy. I'm not messing with that. If that's supposed to make this place any less spooky, it's not doing a very good job of it. That plant is a hallucinogenic. No wonder this guy has visions. A
Junk.
bunch of baubles and trinkets. No idea what they could be for.
Probably the whole thing is a symbol. It looks vaguely like a circuit. I was thinking that, but I mean, the circuit doesn't really represent energy. But hey.
Please don't touch those. You'll contaminate their auras.
I really want to touch them now.
Please don't.
I think it's supposed to be a painting of someone riding a horse, but it's too abstract for me to be able to say for sure. I
Don't
shouldn't
touch it.
Someone might get upset.
I mean, the same can be said of everything.
That leads up to Tiberius's penthouse.
Alright, Soothsayer. Let's have your words first of all. I didn't...
You are the girl
Look at
who was sent to repair the reactor, are you not?
Yes, that's right. I've done the job.
Excellent. Minister Tiberius will be most pleased. I have been authorized to give you your payment. 1 ticket for tomorrow's lottery drawing. Oh my.
Is something wrong?
Your aura. I felt it when I brushed your hand.
My aura?
Yes. You must allow me to give you spiritual counsel. I sense great turmoil within you.
No, that's okay.
Please, I insist. There is no need to be afraid of the spirits. I can promise they are more afraid of you.
Oh, what the hell.
I'll need both hands, please. Now please, relax. I need to study your aura. Interesting. Your soul appears to have a tiny seam right in the center. A loose thread, dangerously close to unraveling. The source of this seems to be a decision which torments you. What did you encounter on your job, if I may ask?
I met a dying man. He made me promise to deliver a letter.
I see. Do you have this letter with you?
Yes, it's right here.
May I see it? I feel it has great importance.
No, you may not.
Yes. Fascinating. Minister Tiberius would be most interested in this.
Oh well, I screwed up the
You
plot.
should speak with him about it. He is just up the stairs. You may tell him I have sent you.
Thanks. That was very informative.
Think nothing of it.
I mean, I don't know if this has multiple endings or not. But, you know, it seems like I could work for both sides. The side of Danton or the side of the Ministry.
I feel like he's staring right into my soul.
Alright. Up we go. Can we...
Hello?
He's right there, at the back.
Yes? What is it,
Oh.
citizen?
Your soothsayer gave me my ticket, but he said I should see you.
Ah, a lottery worker. Thank you for your service. What was your task?
The broken reactor in Sector 82. You had sent another technician ahead before me.
Ah, yes, of course. The one that never reported back. I take it you made his acquaintance.
I did. He had been crushed under some rubble. I had to...
Yes, quite unfortunate. I suppose you can consider yourself lucky that you did not meet the same fate.
I want to
Perhaps
hit you
this
with that
good
plank of
fortune
wood.
will continue for tomorrow's
So
lottery
badly.
drawing. Now then, what exactly did you want to speak to me about, Miss...
Wellard. Amy Wellard. Well, the man who died, he gave me this letter.
Oh? And he wanted you to deliver it to me?
No, actually. He asked me to deliver it to someone called Danton.
I beg your pardon. Did you say Danton?
Yes. Somewhere in the market district.
I see. Do you intend to honor this man's dying wish?
Probably.
Yes, I made a promise and I plan to keep it.
Then I wish you the best of luck in your endeavor. A word of warning, however. I have heard that this Danton runs in rather undesirable social circles.
I'm sure I could take care of myself.
I have no doubt that you can. However, I also think it would behoove you to refrain from mentioning any contact with me. Once you have delivered your letter, come back here. I believe I will have more work for you, with better pay. You are interested in more work, aren't you?
I don't know. That last job was pretty dangerous, and
Very well. You have your payment. If you choose to return for more work, I will not turn you away. Know, however, that my generosity has its limits. Now, if you've nothing else to discuss, I bid you good day.
Well, I want to have a look around your room, because look at all these interesting things that I could click on.
I'm sorry, my sweet boy. Where were we in today's lesson?
Well, he doesn't seem mad at all. Ow. It's Ponce to Ponce, indeed. Hello.
Your aura is one of the more vibrant ones I have seen in some time.
Is it because it's green?
Okay.
I was hoping you would say something else. Alright, okay. Like, hey, I went upstairs. He's a bit crazy, isn't he? Crazier than you. Alright.
The ticket is for this week's vaccine lottery. It's number 3211420.
Well, I'll remember that, just in case. I'm not opening it. I'm not opening it. It's very tempting.
Here's your weapon back.
Yay!
By order of Tiberius, I've restocked your crossbow with a couple of bolts.
Ooh.
Consider it a gift from the Ministry for your loyal service.
Thanks.
Soothsayer give you any trouble?
No, but he didn't exactly impress me with his insight. I mean, he didn't even tell me I was...
Don't do it at all,
Anyway,
dark,
I might
handsome
be back
stranger.
later.
He didn't tell you he was infected, and you were just about to tell the guards that. Well, the first thing we're going to do with this newly acquired crossbow...
My trusty crossbow. I've got 2 bolts.
It's not your trusty crossbow. What are you talking about? It's the dying man's crossbow that you took. I mean, I guess that makes it yours now. In what way is it trusty? You fired it twice. Once at a lamp and once into the man's head who it belonged to. Alright, but yeah, now we're going to try and shoot the chandelier, because why not?
I can't just go around shooting everything I see. I have to conserve ammo.
Alright, how about you close your eyes and try and shoot it? Then you won't see it. No? Not the way to do it? Alright. Alright, well, let's go to the market districts. Let's start in the west. Hello, random person walking past who I cannot interact with. Gordon. Customer. Other person who walks past. What else?
Attention citizens. 2 minutes of silence will be
The
observed this
aristocracy
evening
is
at
a friend
sundown
of the
in
people.
remembrance of Blast
Is
Day.
it? Only the sign and the speakers.
That's how the government keeps us informed. Sometimes I wish they had some sort of shut-off switch, though.
They do. It's called a crossbow.
Anyone wishing to enter the vaccine lottery may do so
Junk.
by
Poor
visiting the
Gordon.
appropriate
He actually thinks
ministry
his
and
stuff is
applying
valuable.
for a work permit.
You have a odds and ends thing.
I'm not interested in any of this junk.
Alright, well.
Gordon's good people. He's had it pretty rough lately.
Alright, well, let's ask about Danton.
Hey, Gordon.
Amy, what are you looking for?
Why the face mask? Yeah, I guess you've taken your face mask off for some reason.
Are you feeling alright? It's strange to see you with a face mask.
I'm okay. Just being careful. I saw my neighbor cough up blood the other day, so...
What about your
Jeez.
daughter?
She's staying at a friend's house while I'm out during the day. I got her wearing a cloth mask too. I just wish I could get her something better, like an actual gas mask.
How's business? Are you selling any people coughing up blood?
Business doing okay, Gordon?
Could be better. Could always be better. I'm getting desperate, thinking of taking a lottery job.
I just came from doing one myself, actually.
No kidding. I was starting to wonder where you'd been lately. Who for?
Tiberius.
Oof. I don't envy you there. But I meant who was the vaccine for?
Oh, I just thought it might be good to have some. Just in case, you know?
Because vaccines don't
That's
go
not
off.
a bad idea at all. And you're young enough that those jobs make sense. I don't think I'm cut out for energy work myself. I'd probably go to resources and maybe knowledge.
Lottery jobs are still lottery jobs, Gordon. I don't think they get any easier based on ministry.
You're probably right. Well, I hope I sell a lot today then. How's the Quicksilver restoration going, by the way?
Slowly, as always. Still looking for those elusive parts.
Well, I wish you luck. I'm always on the lookout for you.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Vaccines are preventative. Why wouldn't everyone want one? Yeah, that is true. I mean, I guess the same reason everybody didn't want one when COVID was going on. But hey, you got anything good for sale today?
Have you got anything good for sale?
Nothing that would interest you currently, but I get new things in all the time. If you check back later, I'll let you know when I've got something you'll like.
Cool. Have you heard of someone named Danton?
Do you know anyone around here named Danton?
Danton? Doesn't sound familiar. Sorry.
Alright, bye Gordon.
Bye, Gordon.
Goodbye, Amy. Come back anytime.
Alright, what about customer?
Lots of people look at Gordon's stuff. Not many people actually buy anything, though. I don't like to be interrupted when I'm shopping. I doubt this person does either.
No, but you could, like, say, hey, do you happen to know a person called Danton?
Attention citizens. If you spot anyone with signs of
This
advanced
leads into a
brain
small
lung,
alley.
be sure
Clem
to
usually
report
sets
them
up
to
shop
the
in there.
Ministry of Medicine.
Alright, who's Clem?
Doing
Let's go
so
see who this
will
Clem
save
person
lives.
is. Oh, there's more over there, is there? Okay. It's just that was the only place I could click. Oh, look,
A
buzzers.
buzzer. I guess someone once lived in this building.
I mean, yes. It was a building. Oh, I was hoping I could hold my finger on there and make it
The
buzz
store
for even longer.
seems overly secure, considering it goes into an abandoned building.
Perhaps Danton lives there.
Interesting. There's a chalkboard on the wall here. Looks like there's some fancy letters printed on it.
Read
Can't
it.
see any chalk though.
Read it. Show me these fancy letters. No, I mean, let me look at this. Alright, obviously I don't know the code yet, so it won't allow me to look at it for too long in case I figure out the code in advance, I guess.
I wonder where Clem gets the materials to make all this stuff.
I mean, if I were a suspicious person, I would say he made all of this crockery, and then he hires somebody else to go and break up the crockery once it's been bought. So that the other person brings it back, and you go, oh, or... And then he could make more and sell more. Ever-increasing cycle of the same pots again and again.
I can't imagine he gets much business holed up in this alley.
Oh, maybe he's not here for that. Maybe he's here for whatever this mysterious door is.
How's it going, Clem?
Not so bad, Amy. What's up?
Do you get much business here?
How's business? Traffic in this alley isn't exactly bustling.
Yeah, but people know where to find me. I'm not starving, so I suppose I'm doing okay.
Why don't you move to a better location?
I've got my reasons.
I'll take your word for it.
What about you?
I'm
Repair
not
business
secret
going
and
okay?
mysterious at all.
Yeah, I'm taking a little break for now, but it's been steady.
Hey, as long as life's cozy, you do what you want.
What's for sale?
Got anything good available today?
I glazed some of the bowls I made from the abandoned terracotta near the salt flats. Look at how they shine in the light.
That's lovely, but not really my style.
If I had a food voucher for every time somebody told me that.
Maybe if you had something with more color?
Yeah, I know. It just ain't so easy getting colored glazes. If business is bad, I don't want to waste them on pots that won't sell.
But you're making pots that don't sell. So I don't well, alright, fine. Can you tell me about that chalkboard?
What's with the chalkboard on the wall?
That old thing? Been there as long as I can remember. Maybe the person who lived in the building used it as a message board. Who knows?
Do you happen to know someone called Danton?
I'm looking for someone named Danton.
The name sounds familiar, but...
But what?
But I don't know if I could be of much help. Maybe if you had some more information.
About
Are
Danton.
you sure you can't tell me anything about Danton?
Sorry, Amy. I don't think I can. Maybe if you had something else besides just the name.
Alright, see you later, Clem.
See you later, Clem.
Take care of yourself, Amy.
Maybe if I threaten you with my crossbow.
You can't just go around shooting people.
I mean, you can. It's post-apocalyptic. Post-apocalypse. That's generally what most of the people in a post-apocalypse do. Hello! Oh, a Reaper cultist. And a wreck.
This old heap has certainly seen better days.
Well, maybe your thing's in there. Oh, there's a sign.
It's pointing into the alley, and it says Clem's Crockery.
Turn it around so
Clem
that it
has
doesn't
a hard
point
enough
there.
time convincing people to come into his alley. Taking this sign will only make it worse.
Yeah, I just wanted you to turn it around so it pointed in the other
This
direction.
old heap has certainly seen better days.
Well, let's go and look at it.
Reminder to all citizens, the next drawing in the
It's in no
vaccine
condition to be
lottery will
operated,
held
and it looks like it's
tomorrow
already
at
been
sundown.
completely scavenged for parts.
Alas. I mean, there are still a tire, right? That's what that is? Ooh.
I I remember that statue terrifying me when I was younger. Now it just looks sad.
Yep.
Dad told me this thing was built years before I was born. I think it's called the Ideals of Man. Amazing how it manages to grow so high.
And that's what
It's way
trees
too
do.
high for me to reach. Not that I'd need to.
Alright, cultist.
I
We're
know it's
working
not good
left
to
or right.
judge people, but this guy is creepy.
Tell me if you know about Danton.
Young lady, have you made peace with yourself and loved ones? Death is coming, and we must be prepared to welcome it with open arms.
What?
The Reaper patrols the skies in search of the next chosen one. Will it be you?
I don't think it will.
You've got
Do
green
not
lung.
be so quick to dismiss him. Was there something in particular you wanted?
I really should be going.
So be it.
No, I wanted to ask you about Danton.
Seems to be a makeshift signpost, but it's more decorative than informative these days.
Oh, well. Let's decorate it with
I
something
wish
then.
this thing would get updated.
Alright, Gus.
I've known Gus since we were kids. I'm glad he decided to stick with his family's business. That farm needs all the help it can get.
What farm? I don't even see the stall. Is this his stall? Because this doesn't look like farm produce.
Well, well, look who decided to stop by.
Nice to see you too, Gus.
How can I be of service?
How's the farm?
The farm holding up all right?
Not so great. We've been having a pretty rough year so far.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I'm not sure how we'll recover, to be honest. I'm not even sure how much longer we'll be able to keep doing this. Might have to close up shop and head somewhere else. I wish Pop hadn't been so stubborn and invested in one of those automated farmhands. We could have been nice and comfy doing government work. And you could have gotten in on the action and fixed them for us when they broke. How come you never offered to repair stuff for the aristocrats anyway?
I apply every week, but they just don't want me, I guess. It's fine. I get by with my freelance repairs.
Yeah, well.
Is this what you're farming? Seagulls? What have you got for sale today?
What's on sale today?
See for yourself. Stock's a bit limited, but I've got this chicken and some slabs of meat. They're a bit scrawny, but salt and dry them and they should last you a fair bit. See anything you fancy?
It all looks nice, Gus, but I haven't got anything to trade.
Could give you something on credit, you know that.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate
you.
the offer, but I'm okay. I'll come back if it's been a few days.
Don't let it get to that point if you can. It's not healthy. You need to eat.
You're starting to sound like Mariska.
Don't know who Mariska is. Now, do you know someone called Danton?
Do you know someone called Danton?
Danton? Never heard of him. Sorry.
See you later, Gus.
You bet.
Doesn't have to be a him. Okay. To, well, Denby. Ah, there's Mariska. Famous
That
Rays.
sign has been there as long as I can remember. But as far as who Ray actually was, I have no idea.
Sure, he was a ray of
That
sunshine.
sign has been there as long as I can remember. But as far as who Ray actually was, I have no idea.
Alright, well, I didn't do that. I clicked. Well, it doesn't matter. What have we got in the
Pretty
produce?
impressive selection this week. Mariska actually managed to fill up her entire stand.
Ooh.
Feels like only half the stock is rotten. That's a nice change from the norm.
You turning in. Well, you'll never know the exciting conclusion of who Danton is. But, you know, I don't begrudge you that. Sleep is very important. So you have a good night. And, you know, have fun.
Looks like Denby's up to something. As usual.
Alright, Denby. Do you know who Danton is? Your
Hi,
names
Denby.
share the same
Oh,
initial.
hi, Amy.
Are you up to something?
What are you up to?
Oh, you know, standing, breathing, the usual.
So, what's that behind you then?
Oh, that? Just my latest piece, in the works.
Another art project?
Yeah, I need to take a break from forging handwriting. It pays the bills, but doesn't feed the soul.
Everyone needs a hobby, I guess.
Anyway, I've got this chalk, so I'm trying to
Chalk,
think
you
of
say?
something funny to put on the wall. I just haven't gotten any good ideas yet.
Where did you get the chalk from? That's impressive to have found some chalk.
Where did you get that chalk, anyway?
I could have done with some chalk
I made
earlier.
You made it.
Yeah, from Marichka's dandruff. Gross, but effective.
Quit messing around and...
Yeah.
Fine. You promise not to tell anyone?
Promise.
Okay, well, I was scavenging around Fripp Square, and I broke into one of the classrooms at the fancy rich kid school.
Denby.
There wasn't anyone around. It's not like they'll miss it.
I swear, Denby, I am not pulling your ass out of jail.
I know what I'm doing.
Again.
Besides, they deserve it. People are starving out here, and the aristocrats are just sitting around powdering their wigs.
Let's get some sort of animals, fossilize them, and crumble them into limestone. Yeah, that makes sense as well. I'm sure it wouldn't take too long either. Can I have some chalk? I mean, presumably I'll have to come up with an idea for you, and then you'll give me the chalk.
So, do you need all that chalk? Can I have some?
Sorry, Amy, I only have one piece, and I need it to finish this drawing.
Not even a tiny little bit?
I can't.
No.
You want some? Help me break into the place next time.
Next time?
I mean, never again. Ever, ever.
Have you heard of someone called Danton?
Do you know of someone called Danton?
No, that's a pretty stupid sounding name if you ask me.
Yes, Denby.
I think I have an idea for your drawing.
Really? What is it?
I don't know. Gordon with funny hair, Tiberius with stink lines, a portrait of me. Yeah, alright. I'm arrogant enough.
Why don't you draw a picture of me?
I said I wanted to draw something funny.
Fine, then draw yourself. Plenty of people laugh at your big nose.
Whatever you say, Amy. Did you have any other ideas or not?
I mean, let's go down them. Gordon with funny hair.
How about a drawing of Gordon with a pompadour?
Ha! Good one. Thanks, Amy. I'll get to work on that right away.
Oh, really? Okay.
Hi, Denby.
Oh, hi, Amy.
I've got a better idea
I
for your
think I
drawing.
have a better idea for your drawing.
Really? What is it?
I mean, I assume... Nah, I mean... I'm going to leave you with Gordon. Tiberius with stink lines will probably get you killed. Guys in a tutu. I know.
On second thought, I'll get back to you on
Let's
that.
leave Gordon.
Okay.
We'll insult Gordon. Why not? Now we'll go over and
Marichka
talk to
always
Marichka.
seems to have food to sell, and is always trying to feed me.
Cool. You've got a friend.
Hello,
Or at least somebody
Marichka.
looking out for your welfare.
Amy, hello.
Hello. Everything going okay here?
How's the day treating you so far?
Ow.
Well
Again?
enough. Luckily, the guard bell hasn't sounded today. I get so upset when they come through here.
Have they been coming through here a lot lately?
A bit more than normal. It makes me so mad.
I know, it's annoying. But just try to forget about it. As long as they don't bother you, it doesn't matter.
Alright, do you know anyone called Danton?
I'm looking for someone named Danton. Do you know who that is?
Danton? Danton. No, never heard of that person before. Who is it?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Well, good luck to you.
I have to go now.
Okay, you come back and see me again soon, all right?
Alright. But we're going to the well.
The road goes onward to a communal well.
Communal well it is, then. Communal well.
This water might not be the cleanest, but at least it's drinkable.
All water is drinkable.
Just an empty shell of
Just
a
not,
Wilton ladybird.
you know, great.
Too bad. These things use carburetors instead of fuel injectors. It's already been picked clean.
Alas.
I'm not really thirsty right now.
Attention citizens. If you
Fill it with
spot
water,
any
though.
I
of the
see any
signs
reason
of
to lug
advanced
around a heavy
recall,
bucket of water.
be sure to report
Neither
them
can
to
I,
the
but you know,
Ministry of
it's a
Medicine.
possibility.
Doing so
Looks like it
will
could come
save
crashing down
lives.
at any moment. I'm not getting anywhere near that thing.
Book
Nelson's
stand.
book stand. He's so kind to let people borrow books.
Ah, so he's speakers again. Alright, you must be Nelson.
Nelson is probably one of the smartest people I know. Hi, Nelson.
Good to see you, Amy. What can I do for you?
Have you had many visitors today?
Have you had many visitors today?
Oh, God.
You're the
What's going on
first.
with my itchy legs
But the
today?
day is still young. I'm sure someone will come along.
Why don't you sell your books?
Wouldn't it make more sense for you to sell your books?
Knowledge should always be free, Amy. Anyone can borrow what I have. Remember, if you ever want to take a break and enjoy a book, you're welcome to.
Thank you. Do you know why stationery shops are called stationery shops? It's because way back in the old days, when people would just come into town and set up a stall in the market, and you know, they could just set up wherever they wanted, and they could like walk around and offer out their wares to anybody. Booksellers, who, you know, books are heavy and carry, would set up in one place and stay there, and they would be stationary. And that, for some reason, morphed into like office supplies and heavy paper loads and stuff. And now that is why that is a stationery shop. Isn't things weird? Alright, tell me what it was like before the bombs.
Could you tell me what it was like before the bombs?
Yes, of course. It's always nice to recall the old days. On sunny days, the sky used to be a beautiful shade of blue. You remember that?
Vaguely. I was only 5 when the bombs fell.
There's a lot of photos of it in my books, so the memory isn't completely lost, but it's not quite the same.
What else can you tell me about life before the bombs?
There were so many things people had. Electricity, running water, mobile phones. I think most of us took those things for granted. People used to say that technology was ruining our humanity, that we were forgetting how to talk to each other if it wasn't through some device. Funny how it took the near collapse of society to bring us back together.
Yeah, who wants to talk to people through some device? I mean, that would be horrible if, you know, I was only talking to you through some device. I noticed also that they called it a mobile phone and not a cell phone, which is interesting because we call it a mobile phone over here in the UK, but I understand it's a cell phone most of the time, all of the time in America. So, you know, weird, because I thought this was set in America. But who knows? Tell me what it was like before the bombs. Tell me more things. Let me drain your knowledge from your head.
Do you have any other stories about life before the bombs?
Things weren't always perfect, you know. We had been at war for who knows how many years. I lost count of how many attempts at peace were made before starting to fight all over again.
Who were we at war with?
The SPA. They were, or I suppose still are, a union of countries who wanted our reserves of petroleum and minerals. In the end, they decided if they couldn't have them, no one could. And so they bombed us.
Well, that was the thing.
Tell me something else about what it was like before the bombs.
I remember when I'd come home from teaching at the university. My wife would have dinner prepared, and we'd eat together while listening to music. That was our nightly tradition. Dinner, some nice jazz, and hot mint tea afterwards. It wasn't anything special, but it was our life. I think that's probably what I miss the most.
Is there anything else you can tell me about life before the bombs?
Keep telling me about
I think that's enough stories for now.
Oh, but I wanted to drain you of all knowledge and, you know, make you think back on your life you had before with your presumably now dead wife, and, you know, eventually make you so sad that you didn't want to talk to me anymore. Anyway, could I read for a while?
I think I'd like to read for a while, if that's okay.
Of course. What subject are you interested in reading about?
Codes. Yes, history.
I'm interested in learning something about history.
Wonderful. I think I've got just the book for you.
Dr. Robert H. Poe. Time of unrest. The shadow of a Third World War had been looming over our society for years. Seemingly every new conflict, no matter the scale, at some point has been regarded as a potential global war. Entering the 21st century, we as a society seem to have felt a full sense of security in over 60 years since the start of World War II, and despite close calls such as the Cuban Missile Crisis, during the Cold War and the Iraqi wars in the late 20th, earliest 21st centuries, nothing had escalated to a global scale. Current conflict between the socialist powers of Asia and the Oceanic Republic, however, seemed the likeliest to become a much feared World War II. The SPA-OR conflict had begun shortly after the turn of the century and has been ongoing for 20 years. At its root is a territorial dispute over the Pacific island of Lapao, in which the OR conducts most of its offshore drilling for petroleum. The SPA claims rights to the island, as it was formerly part of their coalition before claiming independence and subsequently being annexed by the OR in 2035. Despite the signing of peace treaties on at least 2 occasions, the conflict has reignited and continued. Surrounding countries have felt pressure from both sides to get involved, but the geopolitical implications of doing so have stopped them. However, with recent developments in the SPA's research into chemical weapons, they may soon not have much of a choice. Oh, SPA, making it clear that we in the OR are not. Nothing to do with it.
A reminder to all
Hey,
citizens.
Nelson.
Hi,
The
Nelson.
next drawing in
Good
the
to see
vaccine
you,
lottery
Amy. What
will
can
be
I do
held
for you?
tomorrow at sundown.
We're going to read some more books.
I think
We're
I'd
going to
like
read
to
some
read for a
art
while,
this time.
if that's okay.
See if we come up with
Of
an
course.
idea for
What subject are you interested in
what's his
reading
face
about?
doing it. Give me some art.
I'd like to read something about art.
Wonderful. I think I've got just the book for you.
Denby, that's his name. Alright, Denby. Modern artist. Marian Bandersky? Railway. PC. Heidel? Characteristically moody piece. Heidel's warm colours and energetic brushstrokes are in full force here. Painted before his death, as opposed to after his death? Yes, okay, fine. The scene shows the artist returning to his roots and capturing the bay near his childhood home. It's widely considered the artist's best work and now hangs in the Melbourne Art Gallery. I'm now thinking of a fantasy RPG where the plot is, you know, we resurrect this artist, thus crashing the art market. I mean, maybe? 2 rich people in power, you know, oh, I'll just pay to resurrect this person because then it will crash my rival's art collection, making them worthless because the guy's alive and can do painting again. Maybe? Anyway, The Pit, by Eleanor Ichi. Themes of death and torment were common in Ichi's work, though rarely treated this seriously. Wretched, desperate figures tried to pull themselves and each other from the pit in hell, a scene shown in bold, angry colours. Eleanor would never return to the subject with such melancholia again, preferring to joke with and taunt death in her art instead. Wait, that's page 12, that's page 11. Okay, so we're just skipping some pages. That's the end of the book. Oh wait, no, there's a missing page here. Ah, what's on page 13? There you go, buddy.
Good to see you, Amy. What can I do for you?
Well, I want to say, could I read for a
I'd
while?
like to.
Of course.
I'd like to say art again.
I'd like to
and just
read.
see if we get a different book. If not, I mean, no, okay, same stuff. Thanks a lot. Hey, I want to
Hi,
read about
Nelson.
philosophy now.
I think
Of course.
I'm interested in reading about philosophy.
Wonderful. I think I've got just the book for you.
The Nature of Man, Tien Huang. The nature of man has been debated for centuries. There are 2 questions which have been asked, whose answers have been debated ever since. Those questions are the following. Can the nature of man be changed? And what can change the nature of man? I mean, if the answer to 1 is no, then 2 becomes meaningless. But anyway, some, the nature of man is apparent from birth, and through life experience may shape and form personality. A man's true nature or self will not change. To this school of thought, the evil will remain evil and the good will remain good throughout their lives. Okay, not going to sneeze. Thought I was going to there. Thought that was important enough to tell you, but no, I did not. To others, the nature of man can, in fact, be changed, which raises the second question. Some have given examples of extreme changes in people driven by such motives as revenge, love, fear, regrets, and also a pipe through the head. However, it cannot be universally agreed upon which of these things can truly change the nature of man. Okay. Thank you. Now...
Hi, Nelson.
Good to see you, Amy. What can I do for you?
You can tell me about Danton.
Have you heard of someone called Danton?
Danton? I know a historical figure named Danton. Is that who you mean?
I'm
Probably
not
not.
sure exactly. I'm looking for someone who goes by the name Danton.
Ah, well, then I'm afraid I can't help you with that.
Can I read about the historical thing
I
about
think I'd
Danton?
like to read for a while, if that's okay.
Of course. What subject are you interested in reading about?
History.
I'm interested in learning something about history.
Wonderful. I think I've got just the book for you.
It's about Danton. No, it's about time of unrest again. Alright. Tell me about Danton.
Nelson's bookstand. I should talk to Nelson.
Uh,
Hi, Nelson.
Good to...
Can I... No.
I think I'd like to...
Of course.
Was Danton a philosophy major? Now that I've told you I want to learn about... No.
Hi, Nelson.
Good to...
Did Danton do
I think
art?
I'd like to...
I mean, I really should go through everything, just in case, you know, he slipped a secret note in there. But hey. Alright. I guess we're moving on. Show me what else is over here. Nothing?
Citizens,
Alright.
this is a reminder that the Ministry of Medicine will continue conducting...
I keep thinking that's going to say Green Lantern. Hey, how you doing? How's your art going? Are you almost done? I mean, I can't see anything on there.
Oh, hi, Amy.
How goes the art?
I think I have a better...
Really? What is it?
Whoops. No, alright.
On second thought, I'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
Hurry up. Do Gordon. With a weird hairstyle.
Clem has a hard enough time.
I didn't want to do that. I'm just walking in this general direction. Gordon with his hair. That would be great. Exit. To the Market District East. Wait. Oh. Oh, God. Alright. Okay. Maybe I need to open the letter then. Maybe I can just go around showing the letter to people. Wait. Ah! You're a new person. Are you going to have left? Yes! Oh, person who was just standing here. I guess they've got customers coming. Oh, there's more people over there I could have asked. Oh, well. There's nowhere else in here that I can do that. Alright, okay. Hey, I've got a letter for this person called Danton.
I don't think he'd be interested in that.
I mean, he might be. It's a letter. He does books. Letters and books. What are letters if not smaller books? Alright, let's open it.
Fancy looking wax seal. That letter on it looks awfully familiar.
Oh. Okay, is that what I needed to do? Because now I can go and look at the... thing. The code on the wall. No?
I don't see how I can use that there.
I thought it had... Maybe? Hey, you.
How's it going, Clem?
Not so bad, Amy. What's up?
About
Are
Danton.
you sure you can't tell me anything about Danton?
Sorry, Amy. I don't think I can. Maybe if you had something else besides just the name.
I have a
See you
letter.
later.
Take care.
Can I just show you the letter?
Clem, you know how I was asking about Danton? It's because I was given this letter to deliver. Does
Right,
that
okay.
ring any bells?
Fine. Yep, that worked.
Not really. No. Sorry.
Okay. Thanks anyway.
Urgent.
Attention, Danton. Urgent. I guess it must be.
Aww. You were a forger.
Hey, Amy.
What?
I suggest you brush up on your calligraphy.
Come again?
Just some advice is all.
Do you have any less cryptic advice?
No, because then it wouldn't be an adventure game. Alright, I will go and read up calligraphy. Danton.
What kind of advice is brush up on your calligraphy?
I mean, you're a forger. Over here. But too well. Yeah. Tell me about calligraphy.
Hi, Nelson.
Good to see you, Amy. What can I do for you?
I want to read some books.
I think I'd like to read for a while, if that's okay.
Of course. What subject are you interested in reading about?
Calligraphy.
I feel I need to brush up on my calligraphy.
You don't say. In that case, allow me to give you one of my books on the subject. It will definitely help you.
Ho ho ho! Was that a secret code phrase?
Thanks.
Neo-Gothic calligraphy. Alright, so now I can... So... Okay. Don't quite understand. I mean, are you telling me that is W-O-R-T? No? D, even. So that is word. That doesn't make sense, I don't think. Is this just telling me how to do them? Right, there's the M. Can I... No, I can't use... Alright, interesting. Thank you. What if I talk to the rest of you?
Hi, Denby.
Oh, hi, Amy.
Alright, see you later then, Pete. I don't
See
want
ya.
to give you a better idea. If I go over here now... Right, if I combine the letter with the book...
I'm not sure how I can use those things
I want
together.
to look up. Right, okay. Look. Okay, so that says word there, but I don't know where the word would be on this one or this one, which is the important thing, right? So I could draw that on the board. With chalk.
I don't see how I can use that there.
Well, then you're an idiot, aren't you?
I don't see how I can use that there. Fancy looking wax seal. That letter on it looks awfully familiar. Fancy.
Just open the letter, damn it. Right. So that says words now. But I mean, this is it. So 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's a 5 by 5 grid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, alright. So, and then you're going to tell me something. Okay, I brushed up on my calligraphy.
I don't
Clem?
think he'd be interested in that.
I think he would.
How's it going, Clem?
Not so bad, Amy. What's up?
What did you mean when you said I should brush up on my calligraphy?
I mean,
you know, Amy,
it's...
when I was a kid, I learned 2 very important things. One was don't leave the kiln on when you're throwing clay. The other's that sometimes it pays to read between the lines. You get me?
I think
Yes.
I do. Yes.
Yeah,
See you later, Clem.
Take care of yourself, Amy.
I mean, Can I have your chalk now? Nate, what about you? Do you have anything new to say?
Hey, Gordon.
Amy, what are you looking for?
Chalk.
Have you got any?
Nothing that would interest you.
No, I don't think so. That's fine. Bye, Gordon.
Goodbye.
Have you finished? Do I need to tell you something else, Denby?
Hi, Denby.
Oh, hi, Amy.
I've got a better idea for your drawing.
Really? What is it?
Tiberius with stink lines.
You could draw Tiberius with stink lines coming off him.
I mean, that would kill you.
Yeah, and I'll write Tiberius stinks underneath. Thanks, Amy. I'll get to work on that right away.
But then you will be taken away by the guards.
Hello, Marishka.
Amy, hello.
I have to go now.
Okay, you come back and see me
All
again
right, okay.
soon, all right?
Alright, Gus.
Just couldn't stay away, could you?
No, I couldn't.
I haven't quite reached today's quota of looking at dead meat. See you later, Gus.
You bet.
That's a fine-looking bird. It could probably feed an entire family for at least a week. I wish I could afford it. A bird that nice is most likely way out of my price range. Better not. Gus wouldn't appreciate me distracting his customers.
Well, I mean, they're not doing anything other than saying that. Hey, Reaper Goddess. You got anything to say?
Excuse me?
May I help you?
I really should be going.
So be it.
Look, I just want you to finish your drawing. I mean, I could fill the bucket up with water and then throw it on his drawing for no reason whatsoever.
I can't see any reason to lug around a heavy bucket of water.
But then it would ruin his... Oh, I
This
didn't look
handle
at the pump.
siphons the water up from the ground and into the well.
Alright, well let's...
Anyone wishing to enter the
I can't see any
lottery
reason
may
to lug
do
around
so
a heavy
by
bucket of
visiting
water.
the appropriate
Alright, well...
ministry
I can't
and
see...
applying
No,
for
I was
a
trying to...
work permit.
The well's been filled recently.
Well, good, I guess. Grapple with my own language.
Hi, Nelson.
Good to see you, Amy. What can I do for you?
You can...
I think I'd like to...
Of course.
I can't even look at calligraphy
Actually,
anymore.
As you wish.
I don't want to look at anything right now, Nelson.
Attention citizens. If you spot anyone with signs of advanced green lung, be sure to report them to the Ministry of Medicine.
I mean, I can go home or somewhere else. Maybe I should go somewhere else and come back. Hey, Denby, don't do that. I don't...
Oh, hi, Amy.
Hi, I've got... I think Tiberius's guards are coming.
Are
Oh,
those
right.
Tiberius's guards coming around the corner?
What? No way, they can't be. I didn't hear the bell ring.
Oh, sorry. It was just someone in a blue jacket and hat. My mistake.
You have a sick sense of humor, Amy.
Okay, so I can ring that bell. I didn't even see
See
that
you
bell
later,
up there,
Denby.
but yeah,
See
alright.
ya.
I get you. Bell.
That bell is used to announce the arrival of one of the aristocrats, or their guards. It's never good news when it rings.
Well, I mean, I'm going to ring it with my crossbow, aren't I?
I can't ring it by hand. It operates automatically.
Alright, in which case... Shoot it.
I think I can get a clear shot from here.
Good.
Oh, crap!
Yay, he dropped his chalk.
That was a pretty good trick, Amy. I won't tell him it was you.
I just hope he learned his lesson.
Yeah. The lesson he learned was don't
Looks
ever
like Denby
deny
was
me
in
my
such a hurry to
chalk.
get away that he dropped his chalk.
Yes. And now we can have it, and now we can draw on the thing.
Well, since Denby's no longer using it, I'll just hold on to it for him.
To Allie. Alright.
I can't remember the last time I actually saw one of these.
It was 30 seconds ago, Amy.
Let's take a closer look.
Right, okay, now I can do this, but I don't know how to do the M. Oh. Alright. So start in the corner, go up, go down. You copy it, and you copy it and go, and then draw the lines. Unless I'm meant to be doing that one, where I get word. I don't know. Am I meant to be doing this one? But this is the one that is on the seal, but I guess I'm... Alright, let's do this one instead. I mean, but I can work out what the word is anyway. But if I read between the lines, let's do you. Let's do you, alright?
Let's take a...
Right. Was it all the way down to the bottom?
I'll just go ahead and erase the board.
No, don't erase what I've done. I can't look at my thing at the same time. Alright. And that one's all the way to the bottom. And then join them up. Don't know that that is correct or not.
Let's take a...
Yeah, let's take a closer look.
That should be right, but now what?
Knock times 5, buzz times 4. Alright, okay. Do I need to...
Nobody like...
No, okay.
Nobody like...
So I okay.
Well, that did something.
Yeah, it did. Now I can open the door and go in.
You, come down here.
I should have erased the thing.
Who are you? What are you doing in here?
My name is Amy, and I have a message for Danton.
Danton.
And? What is it?
Let me look at things.
Those don't look too comfortable.
I mean, they don't look that horrible either. Hello, woman.
Doesn't look very friendly. Tough-looking guy. I wouldn't want to get on his bad side.
Too late.
He's studying some documents. Looks pretty engrossed. He's sound asleep. Nice to know things are relaxed enough around here that he can do that.
Let me just wander
That's
away.
far enough. Get back.
But I wanted to see whoever this person sitting on the corner here is. Man.
He seems to be hard at work on something. Looks like a radio.
Does it? Alright, I'll take your word for it. Okay. Hey, I have the message for Danton.
Here, I was given this letter to deliver to Danton.
I see. Wait here a sec.
I met one of your agents. I killed him.
Who are you, and where did you get this?
Danton, I presume?
Indeed. Now answer my question. Where did you get this letter?
I took it from a dead man. Technician gave it to me.
It was given to me by a technician in Sector 82.
He gave it to you? Why? What happened to him?
He was crushed.
He was crushed under some rubble. He gave me the letter after I agreed to, well, put him out of his misery. I tried getting him out of there, I swear, but he said this was more important.
Damn it. Milton was a good man. His loyalty won't be forgotten.
Now I know his
He wouldn't have
name.
given that letter to just anyone, Danton. She must have earned his trust somehow.
Yes.
I took it from
Although
his
I still have
corpse.
a few questions. What were you doing down there in the first place?
I was on a job. I'm gonna be honest. Lottery job.
I was doing a job, fixing the reactor. He was down there, crushed, dying.
Was he now?
Yes.
And he asked me to deliver this letter.
I told you that already.
I know about her, Danton. Are we sure she's not lying?
Bruce makes a good point. You could have just stolen this letter.
I've got his crossbow
How
as
can
well.
I be sure you didn't?
Why would I deliver it to you if I stole it? Yeah, I don't know.
If I had stolen it, why would I have gone through the trouble of delivering it?
If you're a government spy, you'd go to any lengths to find us. I'm curious. What was it you said to Milton that made him give you this letter?
He asked me about my dad. Turns out they knew each other.
Oh?
Yeah, Cooper Wellard.
What? You're Cooper Wellard's daughter?
Dun dun
Come to think
dun!
of it, I do see a resemblance.
I never heard anything about him having a daughter. Did you know?
No,
That he had a daughter.
Just who are
Yes.
you people anyway?
Seems he protected you from us. Can't say I blame him. Thank you for delivering this letter. In exchange for it, we'll let you out of here. But you must swear to me not to tell anyone what you've seen in here.
I thought you were supposed to help me. Why shouldn't I just go tell everyone how pointless this was?
In time, your help will come. Meanwhile, I strongly discourage telling anyone about our presence. I would hate to have to do anything to stop you.
Fine. I swear I won't say anything.
I presume Clem knows, so, I'm gonna
Now,
go
if
and
you'll
talk to him.
Excuse me, I need to read this message. Do be careful with what you stumble into, Amy. And I'll just take that book off your hands.
Tough lady.
The best leaders tend to be, yes.
Can I wander around now? Can I go and see this
That's far enough. Get back.
But I wanted to see the man and his radio. Oh, alright. Hey, woman.
Hi. Well, that's just rude.
Yeah, it is. How dare you not hire a voice actor for more money so that I can talk to this person and have, a 3-word conversation. What about you? Bruce, I know your name now.
What do you want?
I know. What is it you're doing here?
What are you doing here?
I'll tell you what I don't do, and that's answer questions from strangers off the street.
Fine. I see how it is.
Are you Danton's bodyguard?
Are you Danton's personal bodyguard?
That's right. I make sure only the right people get to see her.
And exactly who are the right people?
People who don't ask a lot of questions.
Keep on doing what you're doing.
And it only took me, 2 hours to do that very simple puzzle. Well, not 2 hours, but, I have been streaming for about 2 hours.
So, found Danton, did you?
Danton was indeed found.
Yeah, interesting lady.
You could say that, but her heart's in the right place.
So I take it you're involved with those people in there somehow.
Maybe, maybe not. I'm just keeping my nose where it belongs.
On
Sorry I
your
couldn't
face.
just give you the secret knot, but it's not really my place. I knew you'd get it on your own.
Fair enough.
Anyway, I'll let you get on with your business. Have a good one, Amy.
Thanks.
I mean, I don't have any business.
No need to mess around with it anymore.
Well, I wanted to check that it had been erased.
I was lucky to get out of there the first time. I shouldn't go back in right now.
Well, I wanted to check to see if I needed to do the secret knock every time. I don't know. Alright, let's exit. And I guess I've only got one bolt left now, right?
No. Not now.
Green lung.
Relax. Deep
Nobody
breaths.
else is going to watch you having severe symptoms and, and report you, are they?
Are you all right, young lady?
Oh, well, the Reaper.
Yeah, I'm fine.
If you don't mind my saying, you don't look fine at all.
Come join us
I'm
in
fine,
the cult of
really.
Reaper.
I was just out of breath.
Lying to yourself isn't the answer. You should embrace your demise.
Cool, I'll kill
I
you
should,
first of all.
should I?
You've been marked. It's obvious. The Reaper is coming for you. You should consider yourself lucky. It's only a matter of time before you pass on into the next world and liberate yourself from this misery.
Look, creepy. I'm not spending what time I have left alive worshipping death, okay? Leave me alone.
If that's what you want, then I will. But Remember that accepting him will make your remaining life much easier. Should you change your mind, the Acolytes of the Reaper will welcome you at the Cathedral of St. Stephen.
The one with a half a plane sticking out of it?
That is the one. May death come to you swiftly.
What a great way of describing things. Alright.
I think I'm gonna need a few more lottery tickets after all.
Indeed. Alright. Well, let's have just want to check on this.
My trusty crossbow.
Yep.
I've got one bolt.
Indeed. Alright. To the outside world. Hey, you got anything to say, Gordon, actually?
Hey, Gordon.
Amy, what were you doing talking to that Reaper cultist?
Okay.
Nothing. He was just trying to get me to accept the Reaper or something.
Don't listen to what those people say, Amy. I mean, they talk to ravens. Ravens!
I know, Gordon. I know.
Anyway, what can I do for you?
Nothing.
Bye, Gordon.
Goodbye, Amy. Come back anytime.
Alright. After I'm dead, I'll come back. How about that? Oh, no, I didn't want to go into the alley. Oh, alright. Did you see me talking to the Reaper Coldest and want to have a go at me too?
How's it going, Clem?
Not so bad, Amy. What's up?
See you later, Clem.
Take care of yourself, Amy.
You got anything to say to me, Gus?
Are you okay, Amy? I thought I saw you having some trouble there.
Yeah, I'm fine. The Reaper cultist was just trying to get me to join their church.
Oh, right. Keep away from him and any other ones you might see. They're nothing but bad news.
Thanks, Gus. I will. See you later, Gus.
You bet.
Hello, Marishka.
Amy, hello.
I have to go now.
Okay,
You have nothing to
come
say
back
about
and see
my
me again
almost
soon,
collapsing
all
in
right?
the center of the square. Alright, even though you were trying to mother me, sort of thing. Alright, well, looks like I am going back to the Temple of Technology. Oh! Cathedral of St. Stephen's is now open. Let's have a look at this plane. There we are. Woo, nice.
It's creepy how you can't see the face underneath the hood.
Says the person who wears a face mask and a hood.
Judging from the location, I would say that head belongs to the broken statue.
Yeah, probably.
The statue has been heavily damaged. It's practically unrecognizable. I don't think carrying around a severed marble head will help much. It would just weigh me down.
You never know. Who knows when a severed marble head might help?
She looks kinda happy. She's smiling anyway.
Hello.
Hi there.
Welcome. What may I help you with?
Who are you?
Who are you, miss?
I'm Claire. Who are you?
Amy. I'm
Nice
guessing
to
you're one of
meet
the
you.
acolytes of the Reaper.
You guessed correctly. I'm here to make sure those who pass through that door are ready to die.
That seems like a pretty lofty responsibility to give to one person.
Not as much as you would think. Most people are worthy, they just don't know it yet.
Okay. Are you ready to die?
What are you all doing here?
Worship. We worship the Reaper and wait for our times to come. When any of our members expire, it's cause for celebration.
Woo! We're one less.
Around 50 of us currently, but we always accept those who truly seek death into our flock.
I'd like to go in.
Can I go in?
That depends. Are you ready to die?
Nah.
No, of course not. I've got too much left to do before I go.
Then maybe you should get on with it. Time is precious after all.
He suddenly said. Ah, there is a save option. Alright. Name, autosave. No, this is, I want a proper save. I'm going to call it Death.
Hi there.
Hi there. I'd like to go in.
Can I go in?
That depends. Are you ready to die?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yes, I'm ready to die.
You don't sound it.
You lack conviction. You still need to prepare yourself to be ready to die.
Alright, well, cool.
You should come back when you're serious.
Why so serious? we go. Alright, where are you, Ministry of Energy? I will tell you things. I don't have a meeting with Tiberius, but he told me to come back. Two Tower.
I have business with Tiberius.
Very good. Your weapon, please.
I mean, he doesn't know it yet, but I do indeed have business with Tiberius.
Welcome back. I had a vision I'd be seeing you again.
I had a vision I'd be seeing you again, but had you not come back, I wouldn't have told you that, because you wouldn't have come back, and thus my vision wouldn't have been wrong. Because, you know, I wouldn't have had to tell anybody about the vision of you coming back. Hey there, sir.
A chill wind blows from the east. I fear this is an ill omen.
Yep, your window's open. It's an ill omen when your window is
The
open.
stars are aligned in such a way that I feel good fortune will soon come to us all. Did you require any more spiritual counsel?
No thanks.
Your aura is one of the more vibrant ones I have seen in some time.
So you said earlier.
Okay.
A chill wind blows from the east. I fear this is an ill omen. The stars are aligned and...
Okay, so you're just repeating them in a particular order and not random phrases being said. Here's a list of 5. You can roll a die and pick out a D.
Ah, you return!
I do.
Yes.
Oh,
and I delivered
that's a
the
gas
letter to
mask,
Danton.
not just a mask. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Excellent. You have made contact with them. Good work.
So, do you have any more jobs for me?
Yes, as promised. As I'm sure you've gathered, Danton is the head of a group of terrorists bent on destroying the government.
Nope, don't know that yet.
To be my spy.
It seems like more work than your typical lottery job.
I thought lottery jobs were more labor-intensive. Haven't you got people in your government who do this sort of thing?
Alas, I do not. Which is why I am in desperate need of a citizen such as yourself to help me. Would you watch this new civilization we've struggled to build be undone by a group of upstarts?
Yes.
No, but they don't really seem like much of a threat, just a group of idealists.
Yes. And the last time a group of idealists formed, they attempted to destroy the Ministry of Knowledge. Danton's group is an ever-growing threat, and they must be controlled and subdued as quickly as possible. Return to them. Tell them you wish to aid them. If they request you perform some task for them, do so to gain their trust. Of course, use your judgment wisely. If you break any laws, I can only offer you so much protection. When you know more of what they plan, come back and inform me. And as before, do not let them know you are there on my behalf. They would surely kill you on the spot.
I don't know. I'm starting to have second thoughts about this.
I realize this is a dangerous
What is the
If you
prize?
succeed, I can offer you a government job. You'll be able to receive vaccine as you need it.
I would like a mechanical job. A mechanic job.
If I can have a mechanic's job, then we have a deal.
I'm sure we can arrange something. I wish you luck in your task.
Oh, if I want to look at everything that's around here. Keep sending me down so that I'm...
Of course, I have a backup plan. Now behave yourself, and let us continue with arithmetic.
What is in there?
I wish you luck on your task, young lady, and offer some advice. Beware false friends.
How did you... Right, I guess that's your job. Never mind.
Can I just go back upstairs again?
I'm afraid you have no further business with Minister Tiberius, young lady.
Not right now. To the elevator. Don't need to hear any more of your mumbo jumbo. Well, not mumbo jumbo, but...
Here's your weapon back.
Thank you. Have you given me more bolts?
Thanks.
Or do I only have one bolt
My
again?
trusty crossbow. I've got one bolt.
Damn it, I want another bolt. I can't just... Alright, okay. Back we go.
Amy, didn't expect to see you back so soon.
Nah, I got green on.
I remembered that I had something else to talk to Danton about. No big deal, really. Don't mind me.
Whatever Whatever you say.
Hello, I'd like to join. I want to talk to the sleeping man, who's obviously...
I don't want to wake him.
Yeah, I do. I want to talk to that sleeping man, because I think they are the real leader of this place.
That's far enough. Get back.
I'm going to take a couple of steps forward to talk to you,
You
Bruce.
again?
I'd like to speak with Danton, please.
Fine. Wait here.
1 second, while I just pull out my crossbow and load it.
So you're back. What is it now?
I know who you are and what your people are doing.
I don't know who you are
I'd like
or
to
what
help.
your people are doing.
I'm flattered that you want to help us, but I feel we have some matters to resolve first.
Alright.
What matters are those?
Enough of these games. You're going to have to start telling me the truth if you want to get out of here alive.
What? I have been. Let's not be so drastic.
Don't play coy with me, Blondie. Do you think I'm stupid? I had you followed when you left here. I know you went to the Ministry of Energy.
Yeah.
Now I'm only gonna ask you this once, and I want the truth. Are you working for Tiberius or aren't you?
I was doing a lottery job for him. I am, and I came to spy on you. But I mean, I have green lung. I need out. I need a vaccine.
I am. I was told to spy on you and report everything I can.
Well, you're either a terrible spy, or your loyalty to Tiberius is quite lacking.
Yeah.
It's a lottery job. I'm just doing what I was told.
A lottery job? Oh, I see.
And what other choice have I got? It's not like I can walk up to the Ministry of Medicine and buy a dose.
I'm so sorry. You don't deserve what's happening to you. This is why we have to act. They've been beating us down for so long, nobody remembers a time when they were prosperous and free. Struggling against the system may not be pretty, but it's the only way we can improve
The
our
guy
lives.
in the marketplace who's giving out the
if
books
she's got a
does.
connection to Tiberius, she could prove useful.
You know, you're right. Having another double agent would be beneficial to us now that we've lost Milton. But I'm not going to make you this offer for free. I'd hate for Tiberius to outbid me for your loyalty. Instead of hoping your lottery ticket gets chosen, how about you end up with as many actual doses of vaccine as you want?
27 million. Enough to vaccinate the whole population of Earth. Can you do that?
What are you talking about? You have access to vaccine?
Not just yet, but if all goes to plan, we will. I'll tell you more as soon as you help us out with something. Are you familiar with the junk vendor and butcher in the market?
Gordon and Gus? Of course. They're good friends of mine.
Then it may interest you to know that they work for me.
I had no idea.
They usually spare us some of their extra supplies, but they've been unable to keep up the last few months. I suspect they've fallen on hard times. See what's going on with them and help them if you can. Once you've finished, come back here, and we'll do what we can for you. Oh, and when you talk to them, use the code phrase, "I've got the perfect life." That will let them know you're working for me. Now get to it. Don't come back here until you've finished. And remember, I expect your loyalty. If you set foot anywhere near the Ministry of Energy, I don't want to see you meet an unfortunate end. I'm sure you
But
understand.
I've got to go back. If I am your double agent, I have to go back there. You understand that, right? I can't be a double agent and only work for you. That's not how this works. It's not how any of this works. Right. Well, I did see when I was installing this, I looked and I saw the achievements, and one of them was for using the code
How's it
phrase
going, Clem?
Not so bad, Amy.
on everybody
What's up?
in the market. So I'll do that.
Interesting company you keep
That's the only one I know about.
So, you're working for them now, are you?
Meh.
Seems that way.
We've been hard-pressed to find new recruits. You're a welcome sight. People are scared. Between the plague and rumors of the Reaper going around, nobody wants to get their hands too dirty if they could help it. Well, except for me.
I guess it's easier to be consistently miserable than to take a tough road to happiness.
You're starting to sound like Danton now. Be careful where you say that.
See you later, Clem.
Take care of yourself, Amy.
How's it going, Clem?
Not so bad, Amy. What's up?
See you later, Clem.
All right.
Take care of yourself, Amy.
Everyone in the market, listen to me shout code phrases at you. Hey, Reaper Man.
Excuse me?
May I help you?
I've got the perfect life.
Why would I want to embrace death when I've got the perfect life?
The Reaper smiles upon your joy. Let us hope he takes you now, while you are happy and not in anguish.
I see. I've got the perfect life, but they won't let me into the cathedral, so it's not perfect.
I want to go into the cathedral, but I'm not allowed.
I had a feeling that might be the case. The doors will not open to just anyone. You must be truly willing to embrace death in order to enter.
I really should be going.
So be it.
Can I speak to the customer and tell
Better
them?
not. Gus
No.
wouldn't have...
Alright. Hello, what about you?
I haven't got anything to say.
I've got a perfect life. Just run through the
Hello,
crowd
Mariska.
saying, I've got a
Amy,
perfect life
hello.
to everybody. Just scream it out. Good harvest?
Looks like you had quite the harvest.
Yes, thankfully. Though nothing is keeping very long. Weeds have become a big problem. Anything you want? You're looking very skinny these days. You should eat. Take a pumpkin. Half price for you. You can make pumpkin soup. You need your strength.
No, it's okay.
As I recall,
One of
pumpkin
these
soup was
days,
not very
you'll
good
get
in
so
Cult
skinny,
of the
you'll
Land.
turn around and I won't be able to see you anymore.
It's alright, Mariska. I ate yesterday. I'll be fine for a little while longer.
No, you worry me when
I didn't
you
have any
say
breakfast
things
either.
like that.
Relax, it's okay. I'm not dead yet.
You mentioned something about weeds?
You said something about weeds being a problem? What are they called? What do they look like?
Blue burglar. It grows very fast, very difficult to control. Pretty blue flowers, though. Too bad they ruined my vegetables. Luckily, I finally got them under control. They won't come back for a long
So
time.
that must be what's in
Blue
the
flowers?
phone booth.
Now that you mention it, I think I've seen those someplace. Thanks, Mariska. You know, as tough as things are, I feel like I've got the perfect life.
I'm happy for you, Amy. You're always so positive.
I have to go now.
Okay, you come back and see me again soon, all right?
Let's go to the well. Hey there, buddy. I've got the perfect life. Your book helped me
Hi, Nelson.
enact that
Good to
perfect
see
life.
you,
Get it?
Amy. What can I do for you?
Yeah, I got the perfect life.
Coming out here, reading books, it makes me realize I've got the perfect life.
Ah, I see. I do as well. It gives me pleasure to help how I can, although I'm too old to fight.
What made you decide to join them?
Danton makes some good points, despite being a bit overzealous. The favoritism the aristocracy showed their elite patrons after the plague began is completely inexcusable. Once the poor couldn't fund their medical research, we were quickly cast aside for those who could. Danton is brash, perhaps a bit foolish, but her ideals are what we need.
Alright. Thanks
I'll
a lot.
see you later, Nelson.
I look forward to your return.
Alright, Gus. Time to tell me about... No, time for me to tell you
Just
about
couldn't
my
stay away, could you?
perfect life.
No, I haven't quite reached today's quota of looking at dead meat.
I've got the perfect life.
How are you doing today, Gus? 'Cause I've got the perfect life.
Not so loud.
You sound so...
So, how long have you been, you know?
About a year now.
But why? Isn't it risky for you?
So...
Sure, but to
bad
be
at
honest,
doing
I
that.
kind of like the excitement. Makes me feel like I'm part of something important. Plus, things need to change. Just look around you. We can't live like this. Kids can't grow up like this. Danton's gonna bring back the old days.
Anyway, I was told you were having some trouble, so I wanted to help.
Not sure what you can do, but swing by the farm if you want. Pop was asking about you the other day. If nothing else, talk with him a bit. He misses you.
See you later, Gus.
Aha! New place unlocked. Alright, Gordon. I've got the perfect life.
Hey,
I
Gordon.
don't need your junk.
Amy, what are you looking for?
You know, if you helped me today, I'd have the perfect life.
You mean... Ah, I see. Be careful where you say that, Amy.
I've said it
Right,
everywhere.
Sorry. Anyway, what are you doing to help the others?
A little extra scavenging for items they might find useful. But lately, I've been too distracted by the situation with my daughter. You'd think that for all the crap I collect, I'd have found something to at least try and make her a more effective mask.
Okay.
Only place I haven't had a chance to check out lately is the old Centrex factory, even though I'm not sure there'd be much of use in there. I just want her to be safe. Losing my wife was bad enough. I can't lose her too.
I know, Gordon. I know. I'll keep an eye out for what you need. You just try to relax.
That would be awfully kind of you, Amy.
Anytime.
Alright, bye, Gordon.
Bye, Gordon.
Goodbye, Amy. Come back anytime.
I don't know if I got the achievement there or not. I mean, I used it on everybody in the market, unless what's his face will come back. Well, there's home. There's the Centrex factory, and there's Pop's farm. Let's go to the Centrex factory. I feel like dealing with people right now. Let's go searching for things. Oh, another wood pile.
What idiot would leave this wood lying around? It's in such good condition.
If I try and take one, is it going to say no, you can't have one because I already picked one up somewhere else?
I don't need to take any more wood right now.
Yep, alright.
Remember Blast Day. Support the aristocracy, and you will be supported.
Yeah, we're rapidly coming to the conclusion that that is not true.
It just says furnace. I guess it's meant to be some sort of warning.
Watch out!
It just says furnace. I guess it's meant to be some sort
There
of
is a
warning.
furnace around here somewhere that will
I
burn
doubt
things.
it'll come off the wall. It's been stuck there so long.
I'm also not sure it would make a good mask. Science Center.
I remember hearing a lot about them. They're the ones who used to manufacture all the uranium glass before the bombs. Nice looking vehicle. Doesn't look like it would take too much to restore it. Just a couple of spark plugs, most likely.
Alright, okay, so...
I haven't got time to do much scavenging right now. Maybe later.
I mean, maybe you need to fix the truck in order to get into the door.
I would have expected these things to be completely boarded up, or at least sealed. Huh, it's unlocked. That's kind of surprising.
I guess somebody lives in here? Yeah!
Denby, what are you doing here?
Oh, you know, living. That's what people do, I hear.
Did you run away from home?
I don't really want to talk about it. You can hang out here if you want, though. It's nice to have some company.
Cool. Hey, Denby.
I'm guessing this valve must control some kind of gas flow. Assuming it still works, of course.
Yep, it does.
Thanks for telling me, Denby. I can hear a hiss now. Let's turn that off. Let's not, leak gas everywhere.
These are nice. It's like you've turned this place into a private gallery.
Yeah, I keep them around for inspiration.
These are nice.
Yeah.
Alright, anything else? Or am I just...
Hey, these are pretty good. All yours?
Yeah, they're okay, I guess. My favorite's the one of the pilot.
What are all these signatures?
Like I said, I've been practicing copying handwriting. Those are just my practice sheets.
Ho ho ho! If I need a forger to...
Hey, these are...
Yeah,
what are all...
get
like
something.
You can have it when I've finished if you want.
Cool.
This one doesn't look finished.
No, it's still a work in progress.
Is that supposed to be me?
Yeah, you're the only woman I know who isn't old and wrinkly, so you're way easier to draw.
I had never thought of that, but I guess, yes, older people are harder to draw because they have wrinkly faces. Yeah, alright.
Nothing going on in there right now.
No, but it's a furnace.
That furnace could really be useful. This is a really great find.
I don't know why.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
Why?
Not much
Okay.
I can do with the outside of the furnace.
Well, what about
It's
the
best
inside?
just not to touch it. I learned that the hard way.
Is it on?
Nothing in there but ash.
What?
I said ash, Denby. Why are all these burnt papers on the floor?
Oh, I always burn my bad drawings.
But why would you do that?
What's the point in keeping things around if they don't represent you?
Because you can learn from them?
They're of no use to me.
Harsh.
Yes, indeed.
Pretty. Too bad the legs are broken.
Yeah, I wonder how that happened.
Was it you shooting them?
I don't want to risk damaging it any further.
Oh, alright.
Yeah, probably best to just leave it where it is.
Must be some kind of drain. It doesn't smell very nice down there.
That's not my fault, in case you were wondering.
I wasn't, but thanks for the
Why
clarification.
not? Where do you go to the toilet then?
There's nothing down there that interests me.
I'd be worried if there was.
Furnace opening, drawings, sketches, artworks. I mean, I can turn that on and go outside. Alright, but let's talk to Denby.
Looks right at home in here.
Yeah, he does. Denby.
Hey, Denby?
Yeah?
Ah, I've got the perfect life.
You know, I've got the perfect life.
What the hell are you talking about, Amy? Have you gone crazy?
Cool.
No, just forget it.
How did you get in here?
How did you manage to get in here?
They didn't do a very good job of boarding up the doors. It was pretty easy to get in. I'm surprised nobody else tried before I did. I mean, there's like not much left in here, but glass is pretty valuable. I might trade it to Clem.
Yeah.
Does any of the stuff in here still work?
The furnace.
Yeah, I think the furnace still works. It's connected to the gas anyway.
The gas is still on?
Yeah, it's on a natural line, so it's still under pressure even though the power's been cut. I try to keep it off as much as I can though, just in case.
Yes.
Besides, if you need natural gas, I've pretty much got you covered.
Good to know. Just don't light yourself on fire.
Yeah, light somebody else on fire.
How long did you say you've been living here?
Around 2 months. Not a bad place, really. There's plenty of room, and nobody comes by, so I've got all the privacy I could want. Well, nobody except you, anyway.
I could leave you alone if you want.
No, that's not what I meant. It's cool that you're here. It's nice to have someone to talk to.
Why did you run away from home?
Why did you run away?
I said I didn't want to talk about it.
Well, I do. Is it some problem with your family? Is there anything I can do to help?
No, it's just... I felt like I was getting in the way. Mom and Dad have been having a hard time getting us all enough food, and my brother and sister are little, so there's not much they can do for themselves. I figured it would just be better for me to go off on my own. I mean, I still go back and see them and give them anything extra I've got, but I kind of like having my own space, you know?
Yeah, I know. Look at you being
moving out.
responsible. I'm so proud of you.
Ugh, whatever. No need to be gushy about it.
I'll just leave you to whatever it is you're doing.
Thanks.
Alright, well, I mean, okay, let's turn on this valve.
You're gonna leave me here with the gas on?
Okay.
Are you trying to kill me?
I thought it might be, you know, releasing
Nothing in
things
there
like
but
that.
ash.
I mean, I can heat the bucket. It's heat resistant.
I don't see. The bucket is heat resistant, but it's also empty.
I'm not sure what I'm going to try and make. Am I going to...
If I put wood on there like this, it'll just fall on the bottom when I light the furnace.
Yeah, and then the burnt smell will linger for days.
Alright, I mean, I can make ash by putting it in the
Carrying
back.
the wood around slightly easier.
Right, and then I can put that in there.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Boring.
Not when it involves burning stuff.
Oh. Well, yeah, that's cool then.
But I've got no way of starting the fire. Do you have a way of starting the fire?
Hey, Denby?
Yeah?
I'll just leave you to...
How do you start the fire? How do you burn things?
Not much I can do with the outside of the furnace.
It's best just not to touch it. I learned that the hard way.
You can close the door. Alright, well this says
Take care of
furnace.
yourself, Denby.
I'll try my best.
Do I need to block this?
It just says furnace. I guess it's meant to be some sort of warning.
Can
I
I...
haven't got time to do much scavenging right now.
Right, but it
Maybe
needs spark plugs, which implies that it can create sparks to set things on fire. I mean, I could shoot the crossbow into it, but I don't see what that would do. I've turned it
I'm
off.
back. Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
If you're worried about that, you could always try knocking.
Fair point.
Boring.
So, did your experiment work?
Don't be so nosy, Denby.
I don't know, did it?
I've got a piece of wood in my bucket.
Yeah, I didn't think I lit anything on fire. That's great. I don't...
There's nothing down there that interests me.
Are you sure?
I'd be worried if there was.
They're of no use to me.
Harsh.
I mean, using them as kindling would be great. Oh. Man.
I don't want to risk.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean, there's no exit. I mean, this is ridiculously stupid. And I have no idea why I would want to do this.
There's nothing down there.
I'd be
Right,
worried.
no, I just want you to stand on the grate. No, you can't even do that? Well, I'm going to fire.
I don't think tossing that into the furnace would be a good idea.
No, I
Why
wanted you
not?
to shoot
You're
it from
carrying
now.
too much junk. Liberate yourself.
Alright, hey. Lemby, have the chalk back as well, eh? I took your chalk.
Here, I think you dropped this.
Oh, sweet. I was gonna go back tonight and steal... I was gonna think about what a shame it was that I didn't have any more chalk.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm glad I saved you the trouble at any rate.
Whee! I mean, okay, I've turned the gas on, but I've got absolutely no way of starting a fire. Maybe there's more at home.
Time for me.
Okay.
Yeah, see ya. I'll leave my stuff there. Maybe there'll be something on my odds and ends shelf. Let's look at the blue flower as well.
The Reaper
Looks like there's
watches
a
from
plant
the
growing
skies
inside
and
this
sends
booth.
ahead
Those
his
are some
birds.
pretty blue
They
flowers.
let him know
Right,
when
you're gonna-
someone dies, their mortal
I
souls
can't
he
get to the
herds.
flowers. They're sealed up inside the booth.
Right, but you're not
If
gonna
you
like put
can't
two and
hear
two together
singing,
and
but
go,
you see
hey,
their
that
eyes
thing.
go red, the Reaper will be coming.
That was what they were talking about earlier. Odds
While
and
I like
ends?
looking at my childhood knickknacks, none of them will do me any good out there.
Yeah, they will, maybe.
They're mostly broken, but I can't bring myself to throw them out.
Alright.
No, these tools are for restoration work only. I'm not risking damaging them out there. It's not finished draining yet. It's not finished draining yet.
Oh, you're dripping it into that.
not
I
finished
see. Oh, I hadn't seen that that's what was going on there. Oh, fine.
It's not in...
Yeah, alright.
I've hit a dead end on this thing. Until I find the right parts, there's not much more I can do. It's empty.
When the
I mean, I
Reaper
don't know how
comes
burning a
around,
thing
he'll
would
take
would
away
help
your
make a
soul.
gas mask either.
Put you
Maybe I should go back to the market district and talk to Wise Man with books and see if it tells me how to make a gas mask.
Hi, Nelson.
Good to see you, Amy. What can I do for you?
Can I read for a
I think
while?
I'd like to read for a while, if that's okay.
Of course. What subject are you interested in reading about?
Gas masks. No, none of those?
Actually,
As you wish.
Alright, okay. Maybe you've got something... Maybe you've got something I can use in your odds and ends shelf, maybe?
Hey, Gordon.
Amy, what are you looking for?
Have you got anything good for sale?
As a matter of fact, I did manage to get something new which might interest you.
What is it?
An aristocrat guard ran through here earlier and dropped his flintlock pistol.
Absolutely,
it got damaged, but I figured you might be interested in messing around with it for parts.
Yeah, I'd love to. What are you willing to trade for it?
Well, it's mostly in new condition, so it would have to be something fairly valuable. But you know I'm not terribly fussy. Anything you think I might like.
Bye, Gordon.
Goodbye, Amy. Come back anytime.
Could trade it for a lottery ticket.
I don't think he'd be interested in that.
No? I mean, I could trade it with the crossbow, but I don't think that's a wise...
I can't just go around shooting
That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to trade it with him. Alright. Let's ask Clem if he wants the glass work.
How's it going, Clem?
Not so bad, Amy. What's up?
See you later, Clem.
Alright, no.
Take care of yourself.
Okay, well, I mean, the flintlock pistol will get me flint, which will create a spark so that I can light the furnace. Burn the wood down to ash, but I don't know why I want to burn it wood down to ash to collect it.
Citizens, this is a reminder that the Ministry of Medicine will
You
consider
keep slapping yourself. Maybe I need to get you some mosquito repellent? Alright, let's go out to the farm and see if there's anything to do there, because I am not putting two and two together right now. Uh-oh.
Oh, God, that smell. I think I might be sick.
Amy, is that you over there?
Hey, Pop. Gus said you'd been asking after me?
It's been ages since I last saw you. Come over here and let's have a look at you.
Nope, you smell bad. I want to investigate everything around first of all. Oh, there's a gas mask on the thing. It's probably missing the active ingredient of charcoal or something. What's with all the ravens?
Why are all these ravens hanging around?
Well, they're hungry too. Now that they got plenty of carrion, it's an open buffet for them. The bastards have gotten bold too. Nothing I do seems to keep them away for long. At least having them around means nobody comes snooping around. They run off at first sight of them thanks to that kooky Reaper cult.
Oh, good. Alright. What do you know about the Reaper cultists?
I didn't realize you knew so much about the Reaper cult.
I don't, and I don't want to. They're just a bunch of freaks who think worshiping the Reaper is gonna make them die quicker.
But I thought the Reaper was just a story.
It is, but they think the Ravens are a sign that the Reaper is on his way to take them away from their woes. So naturally, any half-wit who believes that crap and sees a Raven gets scared and goes running in the other direction. Bunch of bullhickey, all of it. Anyway, it's best if you stay away from the Reaper cult. Don't want to put any ideas in your head.
Don't worry. I met one of them earlier. I'm not going anywhere near them if I can avoid it.
Which I can't. I've got the perfect life.
I'm sorry you're having trouble, Pop, but I've got the perfect life.
Is that a fact?
Yeah. Did Gus not tell you?
Tell me what?
Oh, well, there we go. Yep, okay, fine.
Whatever you say, Amy.
Are you under the weather, Pop?
I'm not, but I can't say the same about my sheep. Take a look around. Hell, just take a whiff. That's the stench of failure. Things are bad. Don't know if we'll be able to dig ourselves out of this hole.
What happened to your sheep?
Did your sheep get sick? What happened?
Ran out of feed, so half of them starved to death. It's not a pretty picture. Haven't been able to find anything else they'll eat. The farm's gone barren, and now the only thing I'm feeding is ravens.
Can't you,
Truth is, if I can't come up with a way to keep the rest of the flock from dying, I'm done for.
Can't you kill the half that are gonna die?
That'd be mighty kind.
And like sell that as food? For people to eat? No? Is that not a thing?
What did you say the problem with your sheep was?
Ran out of feed, so half of them starved to death. It's not a pretty picture. Haven't been able to find anything else they'll eat. Farm's
Will they
gone
eat?
barren, and now the only thing I'm feeding is ravens.
Will they eat the
Truth is, if I can't come up
the
with a way to
weeds?
keep the rest of the flock from dying, I'm done for.
I'll keep an eye out for anything that might help.
That'd be mighty kind of you.
I mean, we only call them weeds because we don't like them. But, you know, they grow anywhere and everywhere. Could you feed that to your sheep? It's not going to be the best diet, but, you know.
I think we're having the same kind of day.
What's the matter?
This morning I found a man underground. He'd been crushed underneath some rubble. And pulling that trigger was the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
I'm sorry, Amy, but it sounds like you did the right thing.
Did I, though? I could have found someone to help. Why did he have to die?
You listened to what the man wanted, it sounds like. In this hellhole, that's all we can ask for in our last moments.
I guess you're right.
Of course I'm right. Like he said, even if you had gotten him out, you wouldn't have had much of a life left to live. It's not something anyone likes thinking about, but it's reality.
I know. I mean, I see death almost every day, but this was different somehow.
Because you pulled the trigger.
Thanks, Pop. I think I needed to just get that off my chest.
Anytime, Amy.
Alright, I know what happened to your sheep now,
I have
thanks.
to go now.
Come back and visit whenever you like.
Yeah, I will do. I'm not going anywhere just yet. I'm looking around at things. Tools.
These don't look like they've been used for quite some time. Pop's been like a second father to me. I remember when he was always smiling and joking, but lately he's just been looking really old. I wish these birds would stop staring at me. Shoo! Poor thing. No thanks.
But you might be able to use those bones for something.
They look like they would fall apart as soon as I touch them.
Alright, well don't touch them then, I guess. What a convenient...
Poor thing.
Alright, well let's look at the gas mask on the
Doesn't
scarecrow.
seem to be doing a very good job of scaring away birds. Can't understand why. That gas mask on the face is pretty damn creepy.
Oh, you specifically called out the gas mask. Somebody
Say,
wanted
Pop,
to get it.
would you mind if I took this gas mask?
Nah, it's fine. Not doing too great a job scaring the birds, so I doubt taking it off will make much of a difference. Hope you weren't planning on using it, though. The filter's no good.
That's fine. I'm sure I'll find some use for it.
Yeah, gonna trade it to... what's his face?
The gas mask's filter is empty, which makes it pretty useless.
Yeah, but it's a start.
Shoo!
You're not even going away when I'm standing next to you. Wow, you're bold. Alright, well, let's go back. Let's try giving you the gas mask. It doesn't work. There's no filter. But, you know, it's a start, Gordon.
Gordon, I know you said you wanted a gas mask. I've got this one, but the filter is empty. Would you at least be willing to trade the pistol for it?
There you go.
Yes, this is good. If I can get a filter, this would be exactly what I need. Take the pistol. But if you find any filters...
You'll get your filter,
Yep.
I promise. I'm sure somebody around here has to know something about them.
Yeah, now that you mention it, Nelson's probably the guy to see about that. He's got books on just about everything.
Cool. No, not to alley, just in this direction.
Attention citizens, 2 minutes of silence will be observed this evening.
Hey, I talked to your pop.
Couldn't stay away, could you?
No, I haven't quite reached today's quota of looking at dead meat.
Although I did
See
go
you
to
later,
your
boss.
farm and see, you know, loads of dead... well, not dead meat, bones, I guess. Well, I don't know, it was corpses that was labelled at, not bones. I don't know. Alright, Nelson.
Hi, Nelson.
Good to see you, Amy. What can I do for you?
I want to read about
I
gas
think I'd like
masks.
to read for a while, if that's okay.
Of course. What subject are you interested in reading about?
Gas mask. Science, I guess, then.
I want to read up on science.
Wonderful. I think I've got just the book for you.
Filtration systems. Several methods of filtration can be used, be it for liquids or gases. However, a very useful material found in most filtration systems is activated carbon. Exactly. I think I said charcoal. I don't know if that's the same thing or not. But anyway, activated carbon has many uses such as gas purification, decaffeination, gold purification, metal extraction, water purification, medicine, sewer treatments, air filters in gas masks, and respirators, etc. The ease of production of activated carbon makes it one of the most useful materials in modern science. Activated carbon is produced from carboniferous source materials such as coconut husk, peat, wood, core, lignite, or coal. It can be produced either by physical or chemical reactivation. Physical reactivation, the source.
Interesting. This information could be pretty useful.
Thank you for interrupting. In physical activation, the source material is developed into active carbons by using hot gases such as steam or oxygen, which are heated at extremely high temperatures in the range of 600 to 900 degrees Celsius. In chemical reactivation, the raw material, i.e. coal or wood, is impregnated with acid, a strong base, or a salt. The raw material is then carbonized at a lower temperature, somewhere in the range of 450 to 900. So, not a lower range. I mean, it's got a lower bottom range, but it's got the same top range. So anyway, chemical reactivation is usually the preferred method due to the lower temperature requirement, as well as the short time needed to activate the material. Alright, so now I need to find acid or salt. Thank you. Do you know whether there's any acid or salt?
Good to see you, Amy. What can I do for you?
Do you know where I can find salt?
Do you happen to know where I could find some salt?
Salt? I know Gus uses it to cure his meats. Why not try asking him?
Of course. That makes a lot of sense.
I'll see you later, Nelson.
I look forward to your return.
Hey, buddy, where do you get all your salt? I need it. Help somebody other than you. Dead meats, dead meats. I'm coming to talk to you about dead meats.
Stay away, could you?
No, I haven't quite reached today's quota of looking at dead meat.
Where do you get all the salt for your
I'm looking
meats?
for salt, like the kind you use on meats. Where can I find some?
Well, there's plenty out at the salt flats just outside the city, but it's kind of a pain in the ass to go out there. The walk takes a while, and lugging the stuff back's a chore.
It shouldn't be a problem. How do I get there?
You know the abandoned South Coast rail yard near Fripp Square? Just follow the main track down about half a mile, and you'll find it.
Thanks. Will do. See you later, Gus.
Alright, I've got a new place to go. Oh, let me look at my flintlock pistol.
The pistol is only slightly damaged. It hasn't got any bullets, but the flintlock mechanism still looks like it works.
Excellent.
Should be useful if I need to light anything on fire.
Exactly. Oh, I could have gone out the east exit. Alright, but now... New place unlocked. New place unlocked. To the salt flats.
I can't believe I never knew about this place. It's the perfect spot to get away from everything.
You know, apart from
Am
other
I
people who
hearing
want
things,
salt.
Or is that music?
I think you're hearing things, as I can't hear any music. Oh. Well, I guess it's important for some reason.
It's locked. How odd.
Oh, somebody lives in the train,
Looks
do
like
they?
this train has been here a long time. I wonder when the last time it actually ran was.
I mean... Not when it was scheduled to run. Excavation, there we go.
Looks as though someone has been excavating for salt here. Probably Gus.
Alright, let's continue.
Plenty of salt has been dug up here. I'll take a handful.
Whee! It's very difficult to get back, she said, picking it up and putting it in her
Salt
pocket.
is useful for preserving meat, but it can also have some more creative applications.
Such as throwing it in somebody's eye! Or rubbing it into a wound! Which will actually make it heal quicker, as it absorbs all the moisture around it. It hurts, but you know, no gain without pain, or whatever.
Just had to come back, huh?
I keep you around for some things.
Oh, knock it off, Amy. You sound almost happy to see me.
I suspect you'll be dead by the end of this adventure. Salt in the furnace.
Randomly throwing salt into a furnace doesn't seem like a very good idea.
Well,
But
no.
it might make for some cool sparks.
I mean, but I want... Do I have to take the bucket out? Alright. I have to take the bucket out and do that.
Okay, I'll rub salt into the wood. That should prep it for carbonization.
I'll remember. Salt next time character is injured in BX or Cyberpunk Red. Yeah, feel free to remember that.
I've got a piece of wood in my bucket.
Yes.
I've already prepped the wood for carbonization.
Excellent. Good. I wasn't sure. I need to turn the gas on first of all. And then I need to shoot it.
Now we're cooking.
With
What?
gas.
You're actually gonna cook?
No, it was a figure of speech.
Oh, thank goodness. I still have nightmares about that lamb stew sometimes.
I'll make it again if you don't shut up.
Copy that.
I mean, is it done?
Nice. The wood burned long enough to become activated
So glad
carbon.
that bucket is not
What?
hot.
Spend some time reading Nelson's science books and you might learn something. Burning the salt-infused wood left me with this lump of activated carbon.
And I still have my bucket.
My cast iron bucket. It's been incredibly useful over the years, especially because it's heat resistant.
Alright, hey, do you want some
I don't think you'd be
activated
interested
charcoal?
in that.
No, alright, I didn't think so. You know, I wanted to offer it to you anyway.
Don't get into any trouble, Denby.
Hey, I'm not the one going around setting stuff on fire.
No, you're just the one who is making stake lines come off of Tiberius in your drawings. I don't know why the word furnace needs to be written on the outside of Zentrex. Hey, I got activated charcoal for you, buddy. Thus satisfying yours.
I got you some charcoal for your gas mask's filter.
I don't believe it. I don't know what to say.
Then listen. Nelson has a science book explaining how you can make charcoal filters. It's really not that difficult. If you can find or make more masks, you can make filters and provide them to anyone who needs them.
I'm stunned, Amy. Thank you
I
for
mean,
your
I
help.
could have done that
We've
and
all gotta
cornered the
look out for
market
each
in
other.
activated charcoal filters. Oh.
Merchant, a word if you would.
What do you want?
Aurelius of the Ministry of Resources is officially requesting your supply of raw brass.
What? But brass is my most valuable material. It's practically impossible to come by these days.
Correct. Which is why in exchange, the Ministry is offering you 10 food vouchers a week. Do you accept this offer?
I don't know. 10 food vouchers a week is a lot, but I'll have to think about it.
Very well. If you change your mind, please notify the Ministry. But know that this offer will not last forever.
Are they
Good
making
day to you,
bullets?
citizen.
Bullet casings? I don't know. Mm.
That's a tough offer to refuse. Why didn't you accept?
Because if I hand over my materials to the aristocracy, I won't have enough to provide to Danton.
That's pretty loyal, Gordon.
She's what we need to change this place, even if it hurts in the short term.
Oh, alright.
Hey, Gordon.
Hey, Gordon.
Amy, what are you looking for?
Bye, Gordon.
Goodbye, Amy. Come back anytime.
What are you looking for? I'm looking to say goodbye. Alright, back to my place. I mean, we got those blue things.
Beware the red-eyed ravens.
I
They
can't get
mean
to the
the
flowers.
reapers near.
They're sealed up
They'll
inside the
take
booth.
away
I
your
mean,
loved
how different...
ones
Oh, I
and
guess...
all
Am I
whom you
shooting
hold
it?
dear.
My bolt isn't strong enough to break the glass. I'm gonna need something more substantial.
Such as... Bucket! I was just joking!
Just letting these flowers breathe. Don't get near the broken glass, okay?
Okay.
I was joking.
The reaper
I
watches
really hope
from
I don't
the
have to
skies
keep dealing
and
with
sends
broken
ahead
glass
his
today.
birds.
Wait,
They let him
This has
know
got
when
to be the
someone
weed
dies,
Mariska
their
mentioned.
mortal souls
Yes?
he hurts.
This is apparently blue burglar, a weed that grows incredibly
So we're gonna
fast.
give it to...
If
to
you can't hear singing,
Pop.
but you see
Yeah,
their
right.
eyes glow red, the
Yeah? That's how this is gonna work? You can feed them weeds, Pop. Weeds. They're only called weeds because they're not useful. But now they're useful.
Pop, have you seen this weed before?
Sure, that's blue burglar. Haven't seen it in ages, though. Where'd you get it?
There's some growing near my place. Why is it called Blue Burglar?
Because it creeps up on you, seemingly overnight. Plant just one and your whole field will be full of them in a month.
Would your sheep eat it?
I think they'd eat anything at this point. Wouldn't hurt to try. Thanks, Amy. I'll go get some more and plant it tonight. At least the sheep we've got left might still stand a chance.
Happy to help.
Alright, well, there we go. I have done 2 things and sold 2 things. So now, let me into the underground. Back to the Market District West. No, I should have gone to the east one. Oh, yeah.
Butcher, a word, if you would.
Yeah, what is it?
The Ministry of Resources is in need. You are hereby requested to provide your stocks of meat for government distribution.
But I hardly have any meat to spare, and it'll be a while before I can get more.
Be that as it may, Aurelius has extended you the courtesy. In exchange, you will be provided 2 water purifiers per month.
I don't know. I have to think about it.
Very well. If you change your mind, please notify the Ministry. But know that this offer will not last forever. Good day to you, citizen.
I mean, if I accept the offer, does it last forever? Do I get 2 water filters a month forever now? Because, you know, if it doesn't last forever, then why would I do it? Hey there, Gus.
Just couldn't stay away, could you?
No, I haven't quite reached today's quota of looking at dead meat.
I wanted to tell you I'd solved your problem. What happened with the guard?
I saw you having words with that guard. What was that all about?
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing. He was just trying to get me to sell out to the government. I promised Danton I'd give the rebels my extra supplies. I'm not betraying her for the wigheads.
I admire your loyalty.
I mean, it's good that she's inspiring loyalty into people, or that they're willing to risk going against the status quo, for want of a better term there. But, you know, it's also worrying. What if she's not the next big thing?
Your sheep should be fine now.
Really? What did you do?
Just gave Pop some Blue Burglar. He said it should be able to feed the sheep soon.
Oh, you're a lifesaver, Amy. I can't thank you enough.
I'm just glad I could help. See you later, Gus.
You bet.
There we go. Now to report in to the... Bruce, that was his name, wasn't it? You have some really weird eyes there, Clem.
Glad to see you've returned.
I didn't go anywhere near the ministry. Perhaps I should have done.
You've managed to sort things out with our suppliers?
Yes.
You've done well, Amy. I think you'll get along here just fine. But understand this. Committing yourself to help the Resistance is not a promise made lightly. We require your full cooperation and transparency. No secrets or lies. Do I make myself clear?
No. Yes, but I expect exactly the same from you. Yeah.
I understand, but remember not to ask for things you can't return.
Naturally. Now come with me.
Do I finally get to see the man with the radio? No, he's just sitting there beside the pillow. I don't.
Thank you for
Oh
helping
no.
our suppliers. As you can probably tell, recruitment has been slow, which has hindered our progress. But I think with your help, we just may be able to initiate some changes.
What is it you had in mind?
That letter you brought us came from our contact in the Ministry of Medicine. It contained extremely valuable information. I need you to infiltrate the Ministry of Medicine and confirm what this letter says. Do you have any questions?
Many. Who was Milton, the man I shot in the head?
This Milton, who was he? Why did knowing my father make him trust me?
I mean, he obviously
before,
worked
he was
here
our
before.
double agent in the Ministry of Energy. With his help, we were able to establish our contact in the Ministry of Medicine. In the early days of the rebellion, Milton also recruited your father as the official mechanic. They were good friends. I never met
The
people
official
myself,
mechanic,
but
one
my understanding
mechanic.
is that he was just as loyal as Milton. Losing them both has been a blow. I think we'll manage, though. After all, we have you now.
My father was a rebel? My god, I didn't realize that from all of the things that were said previously.
You mentioned my father was with the rebellion in the early days. How come he never mentioned it?
It doesn't surprise me. The previous attempt at a rebellion was met with disastrous failure. They didn't manage to get very far before being discovered and quelled by the aristocracy. Your father and Milton were the only original members to escape unharmed. It's taken us a very long time to get back on track, but I intend to avenge our forefathers and deliver the justice they died for.
Why do you use the Ministry of Medicine symbol? Do you? Oh, I guess the M? Maybe?
If you're so against the government, why do you use the Ministry of Medicine symbol as your code to get in here?
That's exactly what the aristocracy would expect. Having our own symbol would make us easier to find once they figured out what it was. Sometimes the best way to hide things is to put them in plain sight.
I guess.
Can you tell me what it is I meant to find?
Our contact was unable to provide the exact details in case the letter was intercepted. But if the information he did give us is correct, it means the government is covering up something very important having to do with the green lung vaccine.
Perhaps it doesn't
if
work.
If you confirm this, it will be exactly what
Perhaps
we
they've
need
got more
to
than they
expose
need.
the government's lies and incite a revolution.
What if it turns out to be a false lead?
It won't. Believe me, you'll find something in there. You have to.
You have to, because otherwise our rebellion falls apart.
What's the plan for getting me into the Ministry of Medicine?
An excellent question. You know how the wealthy have contracts with the aristocracy based on their support when they first formed?
I have a vague idea, sure.
If a government supporter were to show signs of green lung, the aristocracy would waste no time in sending a doctor to treat them. I want you to go to Fripp Square. My sources tell me that a notable supporter has recently been showing symptoms of the plague. His name is Silas Harrison. He should be visited by a doctor very soon. Find out when and where the visit will take place. Then, intercept the doctor, disguise yourself, and enter the Ministry of Medicine. Once you've done that, you'll locate the central storage room, where they keep the vaccine supply. I suspect that's where you'll find what we're looking for.
Maybe I should write all this down. It's a lot to keep track of.
No, I'm sorry, but we can't have a paper trail. I trust you'll be able to make this happen. I know it's complicated and dangerous, but believe me when I say this information will change everything.
But you don't know what the information is. This information might change everything, possibly, if it's what I think it is. And also, I'm going to impersonate a doctor. I don't know the first thing about medicine. Secondly, you don't think they keep track of... I mean, the world was... green lung. I guess it was the war which did it. It was chemical weapons they were talking about, which might have been the cause of green lung. And you think they're not tracking their doctors and don't know who they are? This plan has holes. Or rather, this hole has a plan surrounding it.
I guess I should get started.
Good. Head over to Fripp Square and find out where Harrison is. That should get you close enough to intercept his doctor. You might also try checking at the ministry itself. They might have some information on when the doctor is set to make his house call. Once you're in the ministry, you can identify our contact by using the code phrase. I'm not sure how much help he'll be able to give you,
Perfect life again.
but having an ally on the inside is at least better than nothing. I wish you luck, Amy. Remember that if you succeed, the Resistance will reward you in far greater ways than the aristocracy.
If I succeed. Alright, yeah, sure, whatever. What else have we got?
I shouldn't interrupt. She's hard at work.
So what?
Looks like she's writing down coordinates on that map.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of stuff scribbled on it.
Don't waste time with that, Amy. You've got more important things to be doing.
There's a bunch of stuff scribbled on the blackboard. Okay, fine. Don't bother to tell me what it says or anything.
Rule 1. Do not talk about the rebellion. Rule 2. Do not talk about the rebellion.
Shouldn't you be getting on with your task, Amy?
No, I want to find more Fight Club references,
Rule 1.
please.
They must use this for target practice. The wig and noose are a nice touch.
What are you sewing the dummy up?
I think it's meant for target practice, not boxing.
Alright. Well, while she's there...
I'd love to get in some target practice, but there's someone in the way.
Yeah, I know. That's why I specifically tried to use it.
She's really good. I've never seen someone's hands move so quickly.
Really?
I don't
Alright.
want to break her concentration.
Doesn't look that good. What are you doing, man?
He's doing a nice job fixing that crossbow.
Ah. Hey, buddy.
Is that an Allen wrench?
Yep. Scavenged it out in the waste. I got lucky.
I'll say you did. I've been looking for one for ages.
Could let you borrow this one once I'm done with it, if you need it.
Cool. I mean, you got a horrible, horrible, bad quality sound and no face. Kids love Fight Club references. Yeah. It's all the rage now. What with it being a film that came out in 1999? No, maybe later? When was it? When did it come out? Yeah, it must have been... Well, whenever. Note.
Remember to wipe your feet when entering. There are no maids in this resistance. I should probably leave it where it is.
Nah.
He's busy. I'll leave him alone.
Yep. And he hasn't got any more voice-acted lines.
Sleep. Nice to know things are relaxed enough around here that he can do that.
Oh, there's somebody there who I missed. Man.
He's pretty intent on his writing.
What is he writing? Is he writing on the blackboard?
He looks busy.
Alright. I look busy, but people come up to me and try to interrupt me doing things all the time.
I don't want to wake him.
I do.
Now is not the time for a nap.
It's the perfect time for a nap.
Those don't look too comfortable.
Hey, person with a radio.
He seems to be hard at work on something. Looks like a radio. Need any help with that?
Nah, I'm alright.
You also didn't get anything.
Need any help with that?
Nah, I'm alright.
Alright. Hey, Bruce.
Tough looking guy. I wouldn't want to get on his bad side.
Oh, I got clothes? No, okay. Hey, Bruce. Tell me things, Bruce.
Hey.
What do you want?
I want to be welcomed into the place with a happy, smiling... Well, I guess you're wearing a mask, so maybe not a smile, but, you know, wiggly eyebrows then, I guess?
What's your theory on what's inside the Ministry of Medicine?
No medicine whatsoever.
Aristocracy, it could be just about anything. But from what I've heard Danton say, it's definitely something big.
The Ministry of Absence.
How do you get involved with Danton anyway?
Danton.
She is?
Yeah. When her parents died of green lung, she was left homeless and forced to beg on the streets. My folks took pity and adopted her. She can be kind of hot-tempered and rush into things, but I try and keep her in check as best I can.
You look considerably older than she does. Hey there.
Hi.
Don't bother. The aristocrats cut out her tongue.
Ooh.
My God, that's awful. Why would they do that?
She used to work for the Ministry of Knowledge. She was caught stealing books, and that was her punishment. Apparently, Claudius did it himself. Ugly business.
Jeez. I mean, I guess it's so that you can't tell anybody about what you've read. But, you know, hands are usually for thieving. Tongue would be for talking out of turn. But hey, alright. Denton, you've got no pretension. Sweetheart, is you're okay. Denton, I'd just like to mention in the home of the youth, your America's truth, your Denton, USA. Well, fortunately, it's not that. It's Danton. Hey, Clem.
How's it going, Clem?
Not so bad, Amy. What's up?
Bye,
See you
Clem.
later, Clem.
Take
All
care
right.
of yourself.
I thought I would have some sort of conversation with you, but apparently not. Nope. Alright. Alright, so I need to go to... Oh! Somebody important
Good
is
day
coming.
to you, merchant.
Oh.
Go away, you dog. I have nothing to say to you.
Uh-oh.
Now, there's no need to be.
I just try to make my living here. I have family to take care of, and no help from the aristocracy.
Well, if you would just let me...
My brother Pavel went out scavenging days ago and has not returned. We're all worried he's dead. What does the aristocracy do? Nothing. Sit in their towers and watch us starve.
We're all worried
You're
he's
young.
dead.
You do not remember life
He
before
said,
the bombs.
not monotonely,
It was
but with
different.
not a lot.
Guards were our friends, not monsters.
I appreciate your position, but...
Look, I think it's best if you just go. She's clearly upset.
Fine. I was here to extend an offer of food vouchers from the Ministry of Resources. But if she feels that way, it's her loss. Good day to you, citizen. I apologize for upsetting you.
Oh, thank you, Amy. I always get so angry when I see those guards.
I don't quite understand how this works. Ugh! Here are food vouchers, which will get you food. But we're outside here, and there doesn't appear to be any food. So what are these food vouchers actually... What food do these food vouchers give you? Or are they food vouchers in the fact that they have the word food written on a voucher and you eat it instead of food? Is that what they are? No? Alright, okay. So I need to go to Fripp Square. Excuse me. Are you Fripp Square? No, you're the Market Districts. You're Fripp Square.
Ah, Fripp Square. I do so love the dirty looks I get from people when I walk through here.
Cool. Alright. I will be on the lookout for dirty looks.
This poster is encouraging people to get vaccinated for Greenland. If only it were that easy for everyone.
I mean, why isn't it?
This poster is encouraging...
There's a tree, there's a
This
person,
guy is the
newsman.
local news delivery system for the residents of Fripp Square.
Hello, Governor. Tell me about
Hello.
all the news.
May I help you with something?
What is it you do exactly, news person who delivers news to everybody?
So you're a town crier? What do you actually do?
I deliver the news to the people of Fripp Square. They ask about specific headlines, I tell them. Some sort of breaking news arrives from the government, I read it. It's rather simple, really.
Now I want to do some sort of thing where there's a town crier, where one person stands in the middle of town and then absorbs all of the sadness from everybody else and just cries for the town on their behalf. Yeah? So nobody else has to suffer and feel sad. There's like somebody who just cries for them on their behalf, as I said. But yeah. It would free up so much time if not everybody was sad all the time. I mean, then you wouldn't experience the emotions. But you know, you could have a town happier. Well, no, because the town happier would be a position you paid for, I guess, because everybody wants to feel happy. Nobody particularly wants to feel sad. Not overly, anyway. I'd like to hear some news.
Can I hear some news?
Very well. Right now, the top headlines are Ministry of Energy restarts generators.
That was
Terrorists rumored in the Market District.
That was me.
Mysterious object spotted over quarantine zone.
That wasn't me.
And the weather report.
Ooh.
So, what'll it be?
Tell me about the weather.
What's the weather report?
You'll soon find out.
Attention citizens, the following is an important news bulletin. Weather conditions are as follows. Partly cloudy with a 0% chance of rain. Today's high will be 24 degrees Celsius and the low will be 20. This concludes the news bulletin. Please resume your normal activities.
Okay, well, presumably I need you to get to say something in particular so that Silas will come out.
Hello there.
May I help you with something?
Yes, I've got the perfect life.
I've got some news for you. I've got the perfect life.
Pow pow!
You, of all people, have the perfect life? I guess that really is news.
No, okay. Do you know Silas Harrison?
Have you heard the name Silas Harrison?
I have, yes. He's fairly well known around these parts.
Oh, good to know.
Can you tell me anything about him? Like where he lives?
Lady, I'm a town crier, not a town directory. If you want to put your nose where it don't belong, you're better off talking to Flora and Genevieve on the other side of the square.
Thank you very much. You know what?
Can I hear some news?
Can I hear the news
Well,
again?
Right now, the Minister Terror.
Yeah, I know.
And so.
Tell me about restarting generators, because I did that.
How about Ministry of Energy restarts
Happiness
generators?
will prevail.
Fine.
Attention citizens.
Indeed.
The following is an important news bulletin. The Ministry of Energy released a report saying that they have succeeded in restarting 60% of the city's reactors. As a result, more power will be available, starting with the area around Fripp Square. This concludes the news bulletin. Please resume your normal activities.
Alright, thanks. I mean, I do want to hear the other two, but I also want to see what's going on around here. Uh-oh, Raven.
You know, I have to admit, this one is kind of cute. I'd rather not get too close. That's a pretty dramatic statue. I guess that must be the eponymous Mr. Fripp.
With all his
I
fripperies.
probably shouldn't mess around with that.
No, I was trying to look at the clock. Alright, okay, obviously the clock is not a thing you can look at. Are you the person who is dying, old man?
Fairly lost in thought.
Hello.
Excuse me, sir.
Hello, miss. What can I do for you?
That voice sounds vaguely familiar. I mean, it's a Watch Eye game, and they have not a stable of actors, but they use some people that they've used before, so it's possible. Ah, I've got the perfect life.
You know, it's days like these that make me realize I've got the perfect life.
That's a lovely attitude to have, my dear. Your optimism is inspiring.
My name is Amy. Who are you?
I'm Amy Wellard. It's nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too, Amy. My name is Maximilian Huber, but please call me Max.
You're not Silas, alright, I don't care anymore.
Yes, just around the corner, but ever since my wife passed, I like to get out of the house and spend time with my friends.
You're talking about the Ravens?
Yes, the Ravens.
Spend all day with the Ravens? Ugh.
So, how much time do you spend with your friends?
Not all day, but most of it. They are beautiful creatures, aren't they? How those Reaper cultists have turned them into a symbol of fear is beyond me, but to each his own, I suppose. I only wish I had something to feed them with. The poor things look terribly hungry.
What do they eat?
Anything, really. Meat, vegetables, insects. They're not picky eaters by any means.
I can see something that you have that they would eat. Slit throat, leaves dead body there for ravens to eat.
I'm looking for Silas Harrison. Do you know him?
Know him? Not personally, but I know who he is, certainly.
You wouldn't happen to know where he lives, would you?
I'm afraid not. I never had any cause to pay him any social calls at his home. My apologies.
Have a nice day, sir.
You too, my dear.
Well, that was a pleasant
This is
conversation.
the intersection of Jordan Street and Booth Avenue. I can't think of anything I could do with that.
Stand on it and swing round and round.
That's Nero's banner. He's in charge of the Ministry of Knowledge.
So there's knowledge with an N.
That's Nero's banner.
Alright, okay. Great.
It's a small waste bin. It appears to be almost full to the brim.
Well, time for me to go digging.
I'm not picking up those ladies' garbage.
Oh.
Wow, a 2003 Fairway debutante. I'm surprised it's still intact. Most of these were gutted for parts and metal in the years after Blast Day. A little too modern for my needs. Plus, I don't think the people around here would take too kindly to scavengers.
Meh. Break in anyway. Alright, Florence and Genevieve?
Did no one teach you that it's rude to stare?
No.
Ugh, please stop staring at me.
I want to talk to you and gossip.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Oh. Where did you come from?
She looks like she just
Over
came
there.
from the quarantine
Just,
zone.
you know,
Don't be
walking.
silly. You know nobody ever leaves that awful place. In any case, I'm sure you've got a lottery job you should be doing. Why don't you run along and leave us to our conversation?
Because...
Which
Oh.
reminds me, I need some new servants. I was entertaining guests the other day, and they kept interrupting.
Good help just keeps getting harder to come by. And the truth of this.
I bet if I go over here and talk about something... Right, okay. Can I listen in?
She seems to be having some private conversation with her friend, but I can't quite make out what they're saying from here.
Alright, do I need to walk closer? Oh, and you stop when I get closer. Okay. What if I use my bucket as an ear thing, enhancing device? Alright, what do we got?
Hello there.
May I help you with something?
Yes, I'd like to hear some
Can
news.
I hear some news?
Very well. Right now, the Minotaurus
Yeah.
so.
Terrorist
I
rumors?
want to hear terrorists rumored in the Market District.
If you wish.
Attention citizens, the following is an important news bulletin. Rumors have surfaced of a group of terrorists headquartered somewhere in the Market District. These dissidents are to be considered armed and extremely dangerous to public safety. Anyone with information leading to their arrest is encouraged to report to the nearest aristocrat guard. This concludes the news bulletin. Please resume your normal activities.
Thank you. Alright, now I'm going to run over here and see what they're talking about.
I'm not picking up.
Hello.
I'd sooner cut off my own tongue.
Max.
Excuse me, sir?
Hello, miss. Oh, what can I do for you?
I don't know.
Do you know the two women over there? They're kind of rude.
Them? Oh, don't pay them any mind. They're just a couple of harpies who have nothing better to do with their time than gossip about everything. You should hear them anytime the newsman reads out a headline. It's non-stop chatter. But please, let's discuss something more worthwhile, shall we?
Have a nice day, sir.
You too, my dear.
I mean... Maybe I should look...
I don't want to throw that away.
No, I don't want to throw that away either. I want to make it look as though I'm doing work here.
A little too modern.
As soon as I get too close, you start whispering.
I'd sooner cut.
I mean, if I could get some birdseed, I could throw it over you, and then you wouldn't have, and then you'd be pooping everywhere. I don't know. Alright, well, let's hear the last of the news reports.
Hello there.
May I help you with something?
I'd like to hear some news. Very well. Here's the
Mysterious and so.
Mysterious object, please.
I'd like to hear mysterious objects spotted over quarantine zone.
Right you are.
Attention citizens, the following is an important news bulletin. This past week, several citizens reported sighting a strange object in the sky over the quarantine zone. Rumors have persisted that it was the Reaper. However, the Ministry of Knowledge insists that this is not the case.
It was
the aristocracy reminds citizens not to be swayed by baseless rumors and superstitions.
definitely the Reaper.
This concludes the news bulletin. Please resume your normal activities.
There's no exit that way. Alright, okay, well, I need to find something. You got anything to say?
Hello,
have a nice...
You too.
Excuse me, sir, I just wish to wish you a happy day. Alright. Alright, well, I need something in order to do a thing. Let's go back to the farm, if we can. Oh, I can go to the Ministry of Medicine. I wanted to go back to the farm in order to grab some of the burglar weed. Yes, I can go there. Hello, guard.
It's kind of bored.
Hello, guard.
Excuse me.
What is it, citizen?
I have a perfect life.
I just have to say, I've got the perfect life.
Good for you, miss. Now please, move along.
Alright, you're not my contact.
Could you tell me about this building, sir?
You don't get out much, do you? This is the Ministry of Medicine. They're in charge of all health-related issues in the city.
So this is where people come to get their vaccines?
So if I stab someone,
Entry
does
is
the
by
Ministry of
appointment
Medicine
only,
come
I'm
along to deal with
I
it?
kind of figured as much.
Or is there a police
You know
force as
someone
well?
named Silas Harrison?
Silas Harrison? The name sounds familiar. But then, I see plenty of names on a daily basis. I have to write the name of all scheduled appointments here in my ledger.
Don't suppose I could have a peek at your ledger?
Afraid not, miss. This is for government eyes only. And, not to be rude, but you don't look like a government employee to me.
Keep up the good work.
Have a nice day, miss.
When you say government eyes only, do you mean the eyes of a government? Or do you mean somebody who works for the government, who has eyes?
That's a nice statue, although the base looks a bit unstable.
Okay, yeah, I can do it. I wonder if there's multiple ways to do puzzles.
Let's hope this works.
Hey, I'm standing outside of your view.
What was that?
I don't know, but now I can look in the ledger.
What a mess. I told them this would happen eventually.
Quick! Ledger-related guardhouse things.
Let's just have a look at this ledger. Here we go. Silas Harrison is being visited by a doctor this evening for a green lung treatment. This information could be very important to certain people. Might be a good idea to take it with me.
No!
According to this page, Silas Harrison is getting a green lung treatment this evening at sunset.
Ha! Okay, so now I can go and give it to the news person, and they could. I should. Let's go back. Are you still there? Hey there, buddy. I definitely haven't taken it. How are you doing, my
Excuse
fine
me.
person?
What is it, citizen?
Keep up the good work.
Have a nice day.
I saw you cleaning up, doing your guard duties. Well done. Anyway, yeah, now I could broadcast it, and maybe I would be able to overhear the people talking about things, about where he lives. Hello, I have news for you, my good man.
Hello there.
May I help you with something?
No, I need to get moving on. Hold on. Let me offer you news.
I think you should have a look at this.
Interesting.
Attention citizens, the following is an important news bulletin. Silas Harrison, noted government philanthropist, has contracted green lung. He is due to begin medical treatment this evening. Anyone who has had contact with Harrison is advised to monitor their symptoms and to notify the Ministry of Medicine if they begin feeling ill. This concludes the news bulletin. Please resume your normal activities.
Alright, now let me walk over here and see if they are. I mean, that's what they've got to be gossiping about, but I don't know.
I'd sooner come.
What if I offered to shoot you?
I don't think she'd be interested in that.
Alright, I obviously need some sort of listening device or something. Maybe you have something to offer me?
Excuse me, sir.
Hello, miss. Oh, what can I do for you?
Have a nice day, sir.
No?
You too,
okay.
my dear.
Alright, maybe I should go back to... Hey, if I talk to you again...
Hello there.
May I?
Here's some
Can I hear
news.
some-
Very well. Right now, Ministry of Terror, Mysterious, the weather report, and Silas Harrison gets green lung.
Alright,
So,
okay.
what'll
So
it
I
be?
can get you to do that anyway. Nothing!
Nothing, actually.
Well, why'd you ask to hear a story then? Get a move on.
Let's go back to the Market District West. Let's see if you've got any odds and ends that I can have.
Hey, Gordon.
Amy.
Bye, Gordon.
Goodbye, Amy. Come.
Alright, down to the alley. Can I have that radio so that I can listen in on what everybody's saying? I need to listen in on some gossiping ladies. Do you have materials for that?
Hey,
What do you want?
keep on doing.
Can I have your radio?
Need any help with that?
Nah, I'm alright.
Hey, I found out about Silas.
No more time for idle chat now, Amy. Get to Fripp Square and find Silas Harrison.
Why does nobody know where Silas Harrison lives? He's a big member of the community, right?
I think it's meant for target practice, not boxing.
I'm just gonna put on the wig and pretend to be an aristocrat. Maybe I could get Denby to go there and do some drawings, and he could listen and overhear. But no, that doesn't sound right. Exit, exit. I'm not sure. How would I? Have you got food you can offer me?
Hello, Marish.
Amy!
Ah, vegetables to feed ravens. Yes, okay.
Do you have any vegetables a raven might like to eat?
Ravens?
And then I can move
yes,
them,
I see
maybe?
them around my garden all the time. They love my alfalfa sprouts.
Have you got any for sale?
Sure, but take this bag. On the house.
Are you sure?
Yes, I owe you after helping me with the guard. It's the least I can do.
Thanks. You really shouldn't make trouble with the guards.
I'm not making trouble. It's them who are causing all the problems.
All right, but you're
you
sharing
know
it
as
with
well
them
as
and
I
doing-
do.
Ah,
You
it doesn't
haven't
matter.
got a brother named Pavel.
Well, they need to understand that life's not easy for us. It's not like they do anything about it anyway.
Yeah,
Just
you
try
might
not
come
to
and
get
get
so
shot.
riled up, Marishka. He was trying to help you out.
The day I take help from those dogs is the day I die.
I have to go now.
Okay, you come back and see me again soon, all right?
So many people who might die in this horrible adventure. Or this adventure that is vaguely horrible. Not bad adventure. You see what I mean? Alright, let's feed them. Let's feed the ravens. Right, if I put this bag of
It's full of
alfalfa
alfalfa
sprouts,
sprouts.
if I put this in the bin,
I don't want to throw that away.
I mean, I thought that then all the ravens would come over here and they would have to move. But alright, I'll give it to you instead, Max.
Excuse me, sir? I got this bag of alfalfa sprouts. You know, so you can feed the birds.
Thank you. This will certainly make the birds pleased.
Alright. Do you now need to talk louder?
That's the tiniest raven I've ever seen. Poor thing. It's too scared to eat with the bigger ravens.
Can I have some alfalfa sprouts?
Excuse me, sir?
Hello, miss. Oh, what can I do for you?
One raven isn't eating. Feed
That
it!
little
Feed the
raven
tiny
up there
raven!
isn't getting any food.
You're right. I'll toss some extra food closer to it so it can eat.
Oh no.
Those flying rats just knocked the waste bin over. Oh, the smell!
Disgusting. I hope a street cleaner comes to clean it up.
Seriously.
Feed the tiny raven!
Excuse me.
Hello, miss.
Haven't I?
You too.
No! The tiny raven! Feed it! You bastards. I'll pretend to be cleaning up then.
Well, it's about time someone came. Now, what was that you were saying, Genevieve?
Can you believe Harrison kept his disease to himself?
I know. I was just at his manor last week. Now I'll need to go to the ministry and get checked.
Everyone on Thredson Street will. He should know better than to throw parties if he's got green lung.
I'll bet his gardener gave it to him. His love of topiaries will be the death of him.
Interesting. A mansion on Thredson Street with topiaries. I just hope Harrison's tastes are unique. I don't think that would be a good idea.
No, sorry, let me look at the signpost.
This is the intersection of Jordan Street and Booth Avenue.
Alright, okay. I am very much not happy that this tiny raven is not getting...
Oh!
Yes! No! Screw you! Now feed the tiny raven!
Excuse me.
Hello.
That little...
Oh, they've knocked the bin over again!
Yeah, and I'm not
Little
coming back to fix
monsters.
it.
Why doesn't Tiberius just have them shot to extinction?
Because
You
they do
know,
useful
that's
things.
not a bad idea. They should make that a lottery job immediately.
Ah, poor tiny raven. Alright, off we go to Tiberius's place. Or Silas's place, sorry. Not Tiberius's. Oh, now I can't go back there and ensure the tiny raven gets his food. Oh, horrible game. Worst game. Alright. But I have actually found it.
I'm
Excellent.
Dr. Collins from the Ministry, here to see Mr. Harrison.
Of course. He's in his room. Just walk down the hall. It's the fourth door to the left.
Alright, now I know.
Damn. Looks like I got here too late.
No, you didn't.
But maybe there's still a way I can get close to the doctor without being seen.
Maybe. But that is for another day. Dock. Fourth door left, we'll call that. Oh, okay, we'll call it Ock. But there we go. Woo, he said, flipping over to the other side and going. Doo-whoop. There we are. And look, we're at Fripp Square in the going away thing. Just picked a nice thing that I had. So yes, we will continue with this on Tuesday. We'll be back to point and click again. That will be fun, I'm sure. But there will be another game tomorrow on Monday. What will it be? What will it be? Even I do not know yet. Hopefully, he said, noticing that his camera was at an angle. Hopefully, yeah, okay. Yeah, hopefully it will be something that we will all enjoy. Or at the very least, something that is entertaining for you to watch me play while I mess around and fuck up badly. Still. But, let me say thank you for being here. Yes, you. I appreciate the fact that you have been here, whether you have been here live and in person or later on the VOD. You are appreciated by me. You spent some of your limited time here with me, and you're amazing for doing so. As I said, I will be back tomorrow. Not sure which game it will be exactly, but yes, games galore for you and I. But until then, I have been Richard, and this whole thing has been LMTDTMFFR, or say it with me now. Limited time offer, no vowels, and you have fun, and stay weird.